Yo,
Yo, what's with the banger, kid?
you know, got bored,
Got banger, banger intro.
tried some whatchamacallit. That was uh that was mostly created by some sort of like AI based thing. I had
Okay.
to do some work, but yeah, there's like things where computers do the work for you these days,
Yeah,
and
you're all in the
that did
AI
some of
world,
it.
huh?
Yeah, I don't know about that. More probably like more in the B world, just like the B main,
Yeah.
kind of like that. But whatever.
The BI
Yeah, the
movement.
BI. So, and just like the back of your room, I'm sitting here unboxing things, and it was a big day of racing, or not racing, but practicing for me the other day. It
Yeah.
made me realize I'm like, oh shit, I'm running a Losi. I don't have enough parts. Gotta go get
Uh-oh.
some parts. But
Is
we'll
that a
get.
thing?
Yeah, I think that's a thing. We'll get into that in a minute. It's a thing like when you're sucking. Like
Yeah.
if you're like the first time you're doing something in a long while, maybe don't run a Losi
Okay.
like the first time out.
It's
That's
not
going to
good,
be
huh?
my suggestion.
Don't
Um,
don't start with low C for your off-road
well, maybe like the
activities.
first pack. If you have not a Losi, run something else the first pack. Maybe
Well,
the second pack.
that's aggressive because if you're gonna start with say you want to run a low C, you're gonna
Yeah,
necessarily start low C. You just can't have other cars at the ready because it
you
kind of.
could. You could. I think you just need to not
Jesus
fail.
Christ, what's going on over there? They
Uh,
fighting over a fucking chicken bone?
I think so. I think the doorbell rang. This is really good video, but I'll be back in a minute. Go talk for a second.
Oh, jeez. Okay, so wow, this is a real look into my shit show here. Look at this. Yes, I have bodies to the left of me. I have bodies to the right of me. Here I am, back in the saddle again. So I don't know how many viewers we have. I don't know anything because he has control of this. I don't even know if I'm on. So if I'm on, why don't you say something? I got just Will out there. What's up, Will? How you doing? What kind of late show is this? Late show, like late with David Letterman. We're gonna go into the guest mailbag. If you got questions, please ask them. I'd rather answer questions right now than try to fill this time with just randomness bullshit. Makes it a lot easier on me because the art of talking is definitely it's hard. It's not easy. All seven are here. That's awesome. Dave Vera in the house. All right. Greg Anthony, Mr. SRT, Neon in the house. What is your oval? When is your oval comeback? So this is how oval works for me. I own zero cars. I will put in zero time. Bill Malakote needs to put some shit together for snowbirds. I will show up with my radio and race. And then I will tell him that, look, the car doesn't fucking turn, make it turn. And then we go through that for 3 days. And then I actually put my hands on it, make it turn, and we finish about 10th. That's the way oval racing goes for me right about now.
So you got a lot of time investment. That's what we're saying.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I wake up. They literally call me about 3 races before I'm supposed to run. I wake up, walk on down, uh, and turn left.
All right. Sounds good. Yeah. The UPS guy was here. I had boxes I had to sign for one.
Oh,
Yeah, so
what would you get?
well we
That's
can
a lot of
continue
stuff.
we can continue the unboxing
You
in
gotta
a minute or
sign.
two.
Look, if you gotta sign for something, that's expensive.
Well,
Nice.
sometimes that's what A-Main does. A-Main's very quick here on the West Coast. It's very nice.
It's very nice. Very
Yeah.
nice. Like you get it in a day.
Mm, maybe two.
Well, I can get
So,
West. I can get stuff from A-Main in 2 days.
yeah, but like not with free shipping you can't.
Yeah, you can. Usually just
Okay.
send it like USPS priority or whatever.
All right.
Yeah. It's weird. It's how that works because it's like sometimes you can get shit faster.
Well, they have a depot in North Carolina and they're in like Northern California.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it's hard to say. Like everyone, has a different like way in which they make stuff happen. It is annoying sometimes when like something international shows up before something like local or
Right.
relative like in the States.
Hmm.
But for every international package that shows up early for me or quick, I got 5 others that are waiting in customs that
Yeah.
like they sit there for a week and a half, and I'm just like, yeah, okay.
All right.
So anyway,
Usually that happens with Montec, doesn't it?
it happens with everybody right now.
Really?
It kind of
Okay.
sucks.
Yeah.
Um,
Mm.
the yeah,
The global
it
economy world that we live in.
something like that.
Yay.
Everyone wants their little piece. They want to charge you more in tax,
Yeah.
and yeah, it kind of sucks, but whatever. Anyway,
So we were talking about if you go to the off-road track
yep.
and you're going to
And
run
you
a
haven't
Losi,
run in a while.
don't
Maybe
start
don't
with
run a
Losi.
Losi.
Okay.
Maybe
I mean, I noticed that you had to purchase construction tools. Like you had to go to your
a Dremel.
local Dremel. Yes, you had to go
Mhm.
buy real tools.
A Dremel is required for every Losi owner. All
Oh,
right.
is that it?
Yes, it's a hard requirement.
This is off-road talk, by the way. So if everybody was looking for on-road talk,
No, but
we're starting with off-road talk.
if you had a Losi buggy back in the day, I'm sorry, not buggy, on-road car back in the day, you would still need a Dremel. All right.
There's some guy out. I think he's in. I don't know. I think he's maybe in the Netherlands or something, but he's still rocking a JRXS on-road car.
Sure. Yeah.
I see him posting every once in a while on
Yep.
on the Instagram.
I think Donnie Leah has about 1,000 of those in his garage.
Really?
Yes.
You're not seriously?
Yeah. Or he used to.
Yeah.
Like 10 years ago, he had a ton of them.
Because I'm sure there's some dudes out there that are just like, oh my god, they would, it's like finding the Madonna Playboy that they're missing.
Basically, I decided to run a Losi, so I bought myself a new Dremel.
Yeah.
And the thing though, I forgot because I'm trying to keep 3 sets of tools right now. So
3 sets.
3 sets because I've had too many incidents. All right.
Incidents of
shit not when I need it. All right.
Okay.
So like my goal is to have an on-road tool box.
Okay.
An off-road toolbox, and then a wrenching toolbox.
At home.
At home.
Yeah.
And so the stuff that's in the on-road bag never fucking comes out of the on-road bag unless you're at the goddamn track. Same for the off-road stuff. And then because what normally happens is like sometimes one tool goes missing randomly, and it happens at the track.
Right.
I've had occurrences of showing up to the track and having no fucking tools with me. But thankfully, like if you go to an on-road track these days and you need like an automatics feeler gauge, it's like Spaceballs. How many assholes we got in this place? And they're like, yo. So, it's not that bad. It's not like what it used to be.
Right.
But it's it's a problem of mine right now. And so
now do you have for off-road, do you have an 8 scale?
Or
do you just have
I don't know yet.
Scale?
Don't know yet. I haven't figured that part out.
Okay. Because like 8 scale guys, they use drills.
Oh, yeah. Hold on.
Look at you. Little DeWalt.
This thing's pretty badass. Watch.
You're a DeWalt guy.
When you twist it.
Yeah.
So you can go either way. But it works like when you hit the button, it goes very slow. And then as you do this, it turns. You see that?
Oh.
I can go the other way.
That's like super fancy.
Yeah, and it has a slipper clutch. Yeah. And so like the 8 scales.
That's drill talk.
8 scale stuff is popping off right now.
Oh, yeah? When are you gonna run?
Well,
what is that?
This is the front end to Mayako.
Oh, you started that.
Yeah, I've started.
Congratulations, 3 months later.
Thank you. And I got the shocks.
Yeah? Have you built those yet?
They're here.
Wow. Are they built?
Yeah. And I got the diffs.
Oh, shit.
And so I was working
on
the
hard part first.
Yeah, I was doing the front end assembly, and yeah, just like trying to you basically you read the manual, then you read the setup sheet, and then you're like, what the fuck does this mean? And so you're
Yeah,
just trying to decipher stuff because you don't know their language. That's all.
right. You don't know
So
they're Norwegian.
Finnish or whatever it is,
Finnish,
yeah,
yeah,
doesn't matter.
yeah.
But
Same place.
I'm in the process of figuring it out. But
That's good.
so
Well, good for you.
some of the
Congratulations.
some of the fun stuff, like with the Losi car, you have to hand fit rear arms onto the car
Like,
because they're
so
running.
when you mean by hand fit, what does that mean?
I mean, you take your motherfucking Dremel and you go like this. Wah, wah. You have to make the inner hinge pin a smaller distance. All right.
Oh,
And you have to
oh.
make it clear the bulkhead and whatever else. And
Some customization.
yeah. And then when you realize that your king or your then you got to make a hinge pin. Well, if you had some have a good cutoff wheel, so I went and bought a cutoff wheel. And
And
then
a Dremel. No.
no, I already had the Dremel.
Oh, you had the Dremel. I see. I
I
thought you
knew
went.
I needed the Dremel.
Oh, see, I thought you went and bought a Dremel.
No. It was I did, but I showed up with it. It's not like, oh fuck, I need a Dremel now. And
Oh,
then so one of the ideas that a long-term Losi racer gave me was, why don't you just go get some drill blanks and you
blank.
make hinge pins out of drill blanks instead, because they're fucking really hard. So now I'll be making, the next time I break something, I'm gonna make my own hinge pins.
What are drill blanks? I've never even used drill blanks before.
Well, we're dropping knowledge right here. So a drill blank, and like, look, this fucking thing looks like it's from goddamn 1972. This
Yeah, it's some
box,
nice
all
retro
right?
packaging. Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah,
My grandfather designed that packaging, I think.
yeah, and it says it was made in the UK. All
Okay,
right,
well, that's maybe why they're a little bit behind the times.
maybe. Oh wow,
Yeah,
you're like, that's brand new.
yeah,
And so this is what it looks like.
just like dental care. Wait, oh,
It's a hinge pin.
so it's just a blank piece of steel.
Correct.
But what does in the drilling world? What is it used for?
Beats the fuck out of me.
Oh,
But it's referred to as a drill blank. I think you could make a drill bit out of this.
wow, that's aggressive.
But you got to start somewhere. Like, how do you think they make drill bits? They
Well, I
start
get
with
that.
drill blanks.
Yeah. So you just kind of twist that shit up into what you need and sharpen it, or what?
No, well, I guess, yeah. I don't know anything about making drill bits.
Oh, yeah. Maybe we got to get on how it's made, drill bits. I love that show. You ever watch that show?
Nope.
It's a good
Nope.
show. They tell you how shit's made. It's kind of in the
Okay.
title. They kind of give it away, but
Mm-hmm.
it's good. I mean, I can listen. I mean, as a person who works in
As a man, yeah.
as a person who works in manufacturing, I
Yes.
like manufacturing. I like to see how shit's made. I like to see how shit's done.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, that's a good show. You can definitely go down a rabbit hole on
Yeah.
it.
I can
Sometimes
see
I
that.
like where they like, well, this is proprietary information, so we have to skip this part of the process,
Mm-hmm.
which is sometimes the most important part. But I get it.
Yeah, it's a bunch of bullshit.
It's good stuff though.
Yep.
Discovery Channel, check it out.
Yeah. All right.
They got an app you can download
And
and
then
watch all stuff.
like,
Yeah.
not to give people free advertisements, but our friends at One Up, they have a new line of bearings
Yeah.
that our Randy just posted about recently. He's like, I silently posted these on the website and they've started selling for unknown reasons. So he has something referred to as CB2, just some ball bearings. So I've got
CB4. How about that? They fucking rocked.
I don't know that. So I
You
got
don't know CB4?
nope. So I got
Big
an
band.
Automatics 800R set and I got a Losi 2250 set.
So what did that Alsomatic set you back?
I don't know what the retail price is. It's
Oh,
probably
you're
it's
not a
very
retail guy.
reasonable. I
You're
think
not a
it's about
retail guy.
$40-$50.
You're not a retail guy, huh? You got deals.
So let's go look. You go to pickoneup.com and you type, or you go parts by vehicle, and you click on road, and then automatics, and then he has sets of bearings, and if you pick the 800R/MMX, it's $52, $51.99.
$51.99. All right.
Quite
Yeah,
economical.
CB4. It was that movie with fuck, who was in it? I think it was one of the Wayans brothers or something, or
Okay,
Chris Rock.
that's vastly different, other
Yeah,
than them
Chris
being
Rock.
black. All right. Oh, is this like? Okay, yeah, I think I've seen that. But anyway,
Yeah, it was awesome. Anyway,
um,
okay.
yeah. So I don't
So
know.
50 some bucks for are these ceramic bearings? Is Randy paying for
Let's
this
see.
ad right now?
He is not. They
We
do
gotta
not
send Randy a
say
bill.
ceramic.
Mm.
Oh no,
Oh,
I take that back. Transmission grade or transmission bearings glide on precision SI 3N4 silicon nitride ceramic balls,
okay.
while hub bearings use steel, chrome steel balls.
So most
So
of them, so they're mostly just chrome, because that's
yeah.
what. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Anyway.
50 bucks. There you go.
Yep.
Put that shit in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
Yo.
Exactly. And so, then like I was doing other things as like, you have a car and you're wrenching on it and you're trying different setup changes once you've, finished grinding all the things you need. And I came about the annoyingness that is apparently a low-C front bulkhead. And so the front bulkhead on the low-C is plastic, and this is where the inner upper camber links go into. And where you put the inner ball stud mounts, it's not. It's basically a hole, and on the bottom of it is a 3 mil nut. And so you're like, okay, let's remove this, and then you watch the fucking nut fall out, and you're like, motherfuckers, and you're cursing at it. So there's a company out in Oregon called Vision Racing,
Never heard of
and they
that.
have a nice little machine jobby here.
Oh yeah.
And they do a lot of stuff in the low-C space.
Okay.
And
They found a market.
yeah, they have a little market. And
Yeah.
so they also have, guess what they have? They got
Drill
bearings.
bits. Oh, they got
No,
bearings too.
they don't drill bits. They have
Oh.
a really nice wing mount,
Oh,
front wing mount.
everyone's got bearings.
Yeah, because I don't think it's it's probably all come from the same spot. They also
Yeah.
have a really nice like aluminum C hub.
Okay.
This is a hard product to find in plastic. It's like a 0 degree C hub, and they made one out of aluminum.
Ooh.
And I can't wait to try to bend these. And
Oh,
we'll
yeah,
see.
just break arms.
Well, the Losi does something very interesting. It
It
has
seems to be a little fragile.
yeah. But they have this one feature in the Losi where it's trying to protect you from yourself.
Oh yeah.
And so on their front axle carrier, all right, there's basically a stub axle that has here's a nicer one that Vision makes. So there's a bearing,
Yeah.
a little piece of plastic. It goes to the C hub, another piece of plastic, and then the bearing. And there's a little shim in the middle. Well,
Yeah.
if you hit something good enough, the whole assembly will jettison itself from the fucking car. Yep. So guess how many times I did that without changing any parts? Pick a number.
A dozen.
No, only twice.
Oh.
Because
Okay.
I said, listen, fucker, I got to start driving better. So then I went over to the part of the track where it came off the
Yeah.
2 times. And I looked at this motherfucker and I'm like, I'm driving this part of the track like it's straight. There's nothing straight about this part of the track. It had like a fucking a snake trail of shit. And
So
you
where'd
could
you
drive
go?
it straight. I was at Portland RC Underground, or
Oh, okay.
PDX RC Underground. It's a
Is it
nice little
really
track.
underground?
It is kind of subterranean. It used to be in a basement, and I would say now in their old location, they've been in their new location for 2 years now, and I would say it's on a hill, and so they are the lower level of a like a business there, but it's a nice like business center that they're in, and so I would still say it's kind of true to the roots of being underground.
Okay.
Nice little track, really fun layouts. The one that's currently down is fucking really hard. The
They're
track
pretty
owner even
professional down there.
they try to be, and I think with certain things, the best way I would describe this, to give you the parlance to on road, this place seems very similar to 180 Raceway,
Okay.
where
Yeah.
um,
You just better be on your shit.
yeah, you got to have your shit right. You're going to catch an ass whooping,
Yeah.
and you got to be okay with that.
Right.
One thing that they've done recently, because racers are sometimes fickle, they've opened up a drift track in what used to be another small track area that they referred to as their practice track,
Yeah.
and so that seems to be doing really good for them from a turnout perspective.
Drifting,
You get
huh?
like 20, 30 guys show up, repeatedly. So, that sounds smart to me.
And
Like,
drifting.
yeah,
How do
dude,
they compete?
I don't know what they do. It doesn't. The guy doesn't even know what they do. He doesn't really care. He just, they all want to stay at, like his only like, I don't think it's issue, but his only statement was, yeah, the only thing is they want to stay late. So like, every other Friday night they stay really late. That's it. They close at midnight.
Oh, okay.
That's all. So
They're like
anyway,
they're like Waffle House. They're open late.
okay,
What shirt
yeah.
is that?
It's for a skateboard company. It's a
Oh.
skate. It's a skateboarder. His name's Mike Vallely, and he's from Edison, New Jersey. And now like every skateboarder, he lives in Southern California. So
Huh.
yeah. Anyway,
Okay.
so
Nice shirt. I like it.
yeah, no, it's pretty cool.
Mhm.
My next box for my next box.
I see tires.
Yeah, for my next box, pre-mounted 8 scale tires.
Oh, those don't matter. Why are you even bothering with that? That's just a waste
What
of time.
that they're mounted?
No, 8 scale tires, just
Oh,
period.
yeah.
Like you don't need those. Like you
Yeah,
could be
well,
in race 8 scale without tires. Like that's what you
no.
confirm.
I tried. It didn't go well.
So who makes those?
It's a new company out of Southern California. Their name is TZO.
TZO? Never heard.
TZO. I don't know what that really means, but that's what they're called. And this
Toes.
guy,
They're like toes.
this guy,
So they mold their own shit and everything?
yeah,
Oh
their
wow.
own shit, and they have all these different compounds.
Oh yeah?
And
Are you getting on the toes bandwagon?
I'm just gonna try it. Whatever. We're trying stuff.
You're
Um,
trying. Okay, experimenting.
yeah. Uh,
Who's their big driver?
I don't know
Because
if they have one.
okay, well they gotta have somebody.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm
Who's
not.
doing the R&D then?
Yeah, somebody. There's a bunch of people in California. It's fine.
So here's the thing that I've kind of noticed here recently with the 8 scale off-road world. There's a
Yeah.
lot of people in the tire market. There's a lot
Tires
of
are
new
big,
there's a lot of new
new
blood.
and old. But like, because if
Yeah.
you look at it, I think the
I
funny
mean, I
part
think you
is
can name 10 tire companies at this point.
no problem, no problem.
Yeah.
What I think the real challenge though is in the tire market, and like even you pivot it to like on road 10 scale rubber tire.
Right.
We all know that there's like two tire manufacturers, and I'm not here to out what you know, okay? Being a former employee of a tire manufacturer.
Yeah.
But generally there's like a few places that make everything. So what I don't get, and I believe that they're said to be made in America. I don't know if that's really true. I find that hard to believe. I'm not saying it is true or not. I'm
Well,
just
wasn't that the whole thing with AKA that they were made in America?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
This is
So
8 scale talk. We should fucking put this in our. Remember, we got to make note of this shit.
yeah.
8 scale
But
talk.
anyway, so this guy, I think his name is Chris Nelson. That's the guy who started the company, and he the business seems, it's up and coming. There's a local
Put up
8
that
scale.
packaging again.
Yep. There's a local 8 scale series.
That packaging isn't cheap.
I agree.
I mean,
Dude, this bag is super nice. It's printed super nice. Look at the
yeah,
other
like
side.
so, like I mean, the machine that this thing comes off of just to print the packaging and stuff is
Yeah.
$100,000 machine.
I don't know, man.
I mean, this is why I don't get how some of these people can just start up these tire companies.
I don't get it either.
They got to be OEM internet from somewhere.
Yeah, probably somehow. And so what I did was, this company is they're being used as a handout tire at an event later on in the month, in Eastern Washington. I'm going to, like, my first nitro, and I'll run electric e-buggy also. And they have
What do you have
like
for electric e-buggy?
what car?
Yeah.
I have another Mayako. I have their Mayako prototype car.
Ooh.
And so I've already robbed parts out of that to fix the nitro car, but that's all right. We'll
How
get
do you
through it.
need it? Why do you need to fix the nitro car? You haven't even run it. How did you break it?
Sometimes machining tolerances on things aren't the best.
Oh, okay. That
Whatever.
sucks.
That's okay. I ordered more parts already. We're fine.
Okay.
Anyway, so this is going to be like a spec tire for both an e-buggy and a nitro buggy class.
Okay.
And so I said, well, maybe I should get a set or two before I go there. And so yeah, we'll see what happens.
That's what you got going on. All right.
Yeah, that's some of the shit that's happening right now. And like one of the things that I also invested some time and energy into, and I haven't used this one yet, but I got one for the 10 scale off road. There's a company out of, I think, Singapore. They're called Race Form. Okay, and they make a tire gluing thingamabobber. So basically, it's like a little rotisserie. You put your tire on it, and then you move this little thing here, and it basically just pushes down on the tire bead, popping it up to give you better access, so then you can hit it with the glue.
Do you think it works?
I did my 10 scale tires with it. It was fine.
Okay.
The hardest part was you had to kind of like fuck around with. Originally, they made this for like normal off-road type 10 scale, and so I had to add some shims onto the little wheel that spins on the screw that's holding that wheel into the plastic thing that moves, so that it could fit the smaller diameter tire. And then I had to play with how you stack. They use these like little round pieces of plastic, effectively, that help raise or lower the tire that you're on. I just had to figure out like what height worked the best to like then push down well and hit it with the glue. But yeah, it wasn't bad. Like I can't say that my tire gluing game is spectacular.
Right.
And I had a tremendous problem here to share.
Because weren't you the master of like Peter North glue at one
Well,
point?
that was a long time ago. Yeah. Mike G can tell you all about that. Anyway, but I had 3 bottles of glue when I started this process.
3?
Now, yeah. Do you see something wrong with 2 of these bottles of glue?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You posted about how you had some glue emergency.
Yeah. So, like, what ended up happening was the fucking the goddamn cover, the blue part here.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're purple, sometimes whatever. The motherfuckers were glued to the goddamn bottle. And so while you're trying to take it off, you just start twisting.
Yeah,
you
just
the whole
twist it
fucking
all.
thing comes off.
Yeah.
So honestly, if anyone out there in internet land knows of a good glue bottle that I could buy like Big Glue from Bob Smith Industries and pour it into, I'm all ears. I actually, so this is like the half-ounce bottle of
Yeah.
Bob Smith Industries. I really like using this size because generally, your glue is fresher and whatever else. If you're doing a lot, then I'll buy like this 2-ounce bottle.
Right.
And if you got to bang out a few like 10 scale or 8 scale tires,
Uh-huh.
you could easily go through this bottle pretty quick.
Right.
So my new trick
Is
at the
that the
moment,
Insta?
yeah, I use the medium, which is purple, or um the thin, which is blue, or super thin, which
Okay.
goes
Yeah.
really fast. And so my new trick right now, a lot of people also don't know about this. Bill Sider showed me this one night.
Yeah, they make a debonder.
Yes, that's the Uncure.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so in addition to helping it, make my hands more silky smooth once I get glue all over them. So my new trick is I'm now taking the debonder and I'm coating the glue tip or the outside where this goes on the glue
Yeah.
bottles.
Yeah.
And so now it just goes like this on the bottles.
Oh, wow. Look at you.
I had to do something. I,
That's
I
some
was gonna just
Inception shit.
I was just gonna put like a pin in here, like because
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
fine too.
Yeah.
But I wanted to have it, like with a cap on it. So I need to
Right.
figure out how to make it so you can see on this blue bottle, this is the thinnest, nastiest shit in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking spins like a champ.
Nice.
And like I've used almost half the bottle already.
Yeah. I think that's like almost one thing that no one ever does is completely finish a bottle of glue.
If you're doing enough off-roads or if you're building enough of your own tires, you can easily rock out through a lot of glue.
Yeah. But like
So,
it's kind of like one of those but typically you throw the thing away because it's all fucked up by the time
yeah,
you're done
yeah,
with it.
yeah. Well,
It's like a big pin. No
no,
one
no,
ever uses the entire pin.
I agree, dude. And so at the moment, like I'm trying to not throw these away because I'm like,
Because all the $10 that you have in your hand is
yeah, dude, it's suicidal after a while. And the the thing that blows my mind, I was like,
I think you do well enough to where you could just fucking throw it away and buy yourself some more
yeah, but I'll
fucking
forget
glue.
to order it, or it takes too fucking long. Like that's the problem. And
Hey man, you said it's all quick and shit.
yeah, their prices on glue isn't the best anyway, but
Okay.
on eBay it's better. All right, anyway. And with eBay you support like local hobby stores. So like this
Spends
one here,
thousands of dollars on random RC shit, tries to save $2 on glue.
came from Finish Line Hobbies in Lake Orion, Michigan. I'm sorry, Flightline Hobbies in Lake Orion, Michigan. And then this one is here from something called Aspect Laser, and they have a website, aspectlaser.com. They do laser cutting and engraving.
Oh, okay.
These are all bought off of eBay.
Yeah.
But anyway, like what I really need to do is ask my friend Mr. Meshler, is where does he get these fucking bottles from? Because I thought these were pretty good, but I do think one of these froze up on me too.
Yeah.
So like I'm still in search of like the world's perfect CA
Those are
bottle.
probably fucking German CA bottles, and those are like expensive.
You think they make them in Germany?
You never know. You know them Germans, they're crafty
What is it
fellas.
made by Bosch? No, I don't think so.
Volkswagen Group, that's what makes everything there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they own it all.
Yeah. And then what else is going on? Oh, so the last thing I can at least share is, so I ran this car.
Ooh, what's that car? Is that your Losi?
This is the Losi, but it's been optimized by Will Speed.
Okay.
And so,
It looks
from
kind of
afar,
cool.
it looks like a Losi, kind of.
How do you get blue windows?
I didn't do that. That's just like a plastic tint.
Oh.
That's something Mark Dawson did.
Okay.
I can't be held responsible for that one.
It
But
looks kind of cool. It looks. I mean, I know it wasn't you. That's for sure.
yeah, I don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah.
Um,
You're
and then
surprised that you can paint out windows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did the windows, and then so, here's this buggy,
Yeah.
and it is, it has my usual electronics combo. It has like a Tekin servo, and a Tekin speedo, and
Yeah.
a Sanwa thingamabobber,
Yeah.
and I'm trying something different. I have a Hobby Wing cap in the car.
What's with the Hobby Wing cap?
I don't know, just trying it,
Okay.
and
Do you really think it
of
makes that big a difference?
I don't know. And then
Okay.
I have a wild turbo fan here. Let's make it spin the right way. Wild turbo fan.
Yeah.
And this car happens to have um, a Phantom. I think it's called Icon 2,
Okay.
17.5 in it.
I think they're on
Um,
Icon 3 now.
yeah, or they have something else. They have a different name. Like there was a
Yeah.
newer motor out at the at the Asphalt Nats. But this was the whole electronics package I ran at the Carpet Nats
Okay.
a year ago. I just
Right.
basically ripped the spine of this one car and I put it into another car. But yeah, all in all, it's somewhat of an interesting design here. That this Will Speed car, they made it so that in the past, let's say you're going really fast, and let's say your buggy like has a sudden stop. In the past, there could be parts of your chassis that are no longer flat. And so they designed the front clip here, and it has a chassis protector so you can't see it. But they designed the front clip here so that you unbolt it and you can put a whole new clip on to the front of
Okay.
it. So you don't have to like replace the main chassis anymore. And it's honestly easier for them to make because they
Yeah.
don't have to take like a big piece and bend it.
Yeah.
Um, so it's a small piece and they bend it. And then in the back here, which is kind of interesting, I have a hop up for it, but I didn't put it on here yet. They have a little like piece here. The back of the chassis is honestly just the gearbox. And the gearbox has the suspension, the D block mounted to it, and the C block over here mounted to it. That, A, B, C, D. Anyway, these are common buggy terms. And so the space that's in here, they have to fill it just to make it like flat. And initially they did it via Lexan. There is a carbon fiber filler, which I think would look cool, but I think I would need to run a clear protector so anyone could see how cool it looks.
Hmm.
So that's probably going to happen next. And but yeah, all in all, interesting.
So after you broke the shit out of it, how to run?
I think it ran pretty good. There was a race the night prior in 17.5. Their fastest guy, who did not win, fastest lap time was 13.4. I think the guy who won his hot lap was a 13.8, or it might have been a 13.6, one of the two. I don't know. I ran a lot of 14.2s, about like 5 packs into it. So I don't know. We'll see. Can find a little more pace. That would
What
have put
size
me like
battery is that?
it's a 5400,
Okay.
and so it's full standard height,
Yep.
but not like high voltage cells. It's not those
Right.
like shitty IR inducing high voltage cells.
Okay.
It's a standard 3-point-volt cell.
Okay.
And but yeah, I don't know. We'll see how fast I am or how slow I am on tomorrow. They got racing, and it's Good Friday.
Tomorrow?
So I'm sorry, not tomorrow. On Friday they have racing. Sorry.
Oh.
Friday's Good Friday, and I have off, so I get to go racing.
Ooh, look at you.
Yeah, so I'm excited about that.
I ran twice. You're gonna run
Yeah,
like you haven't raced in like 2 weeks?
I haven't raced since Carpet Nats.
Wow. How
Like
are you doing?
raced. What do you mean? How am I doing?
Like, you twitching, you shaking?
Yeah, of course
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Okay.
agree.
Right.
So, but yeah, whatever. So, we have this to race now, so I'll race this. That'll be fun. And
So
then
you're gonna drive all the way down to Portland.
yep, I'm gonna leave at 11. get there at 2.
Okay.
They open at 2,
All right.
and they start racing at 6:30,
Okay.
and then I drive back.
You're gonna have a good Friday.
I'm gonna have a great Friday,
Yeah.
and so
Are
yeah.
you gonna do any other racing?
Saturday, there's nowhere to race. We're gonna do some like track work at the SeaTac on-road
Ooh.
track, and we there's like after the track work, there's gonna be a club meeting for the track where they're gonna
Yep.
talk about different things, and I got a preview of some of the things, but it's not my story to tell, so I'll talk about it next week, and but yeah, we'll see how that goes. And then Sunday, I'm gonna see if I can get this nitro car done. Maybe I can. If I can get it done, the goal is to try to run it on Sunday so I can start breaking in the motor.
Oh, where are you gonna run it at?
Nowhere, just somewhere. I don't
Oh.
fucking know. You know.
Oh. Just go to the park, chase some dogs
Yeah,
around.
yeah, just do some shit.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Okay.
So anyway, but
That won't happen.
yeah, I don't think the thing's gonna be done in time. That's the reality. So I gotta work on that. The goal is to be racing that buggy on the 29th or thereabouts, and so it's like a 3-day race series: Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Eastern Washington. It's called the Wildy Events Series or something like that, and I'm signed up right now for 3 classes.
So this is like out by Spokane.
Yeah, it's a little south of that,
Okay.
and but yeah, somewhere out that way.
So your
And
3 classes, so e-buggy, A-scale buggy, you run truggy?
no, so it's going to be 2 nitro buggies and 1 8-scale
Oh, so like there's like a
electric.
40 class or something?
Yeah, there's a 40 class.
Okay.
So
Look
anyway,
at you.
yeah, and if anyone needs a pit man for that race, because I know everyone who's running 8-scale watches this show.
Yeah.
If anyone needs a pit man, that's a way of me saying I need a pit man. So if anyone needs a pit man, let me know. Hit me up.
All right. Hey, give me 1 second. Vamp about your pitman
Yeah.
requirements.
All right. So let's go look at other things. So this past weekend, I ran these tires. These are a new compound from the Pro line. It's called CR3, and they seem to be pretty good. They weren't shit. I went 0.2 faster with them, and I think it's just because the front tire wasn't overpowering the rear tire. So I also have some J Concept tires to try, but I wanted to at least get 1 or 2 fresh sets for this upcoming weekend, so I get to race those, which will be fun. All right, there we go. Here's the fronts. They're skinny fronts. Okay. All right, now here we go. This is the real thing that all the boys want to talk about. So you miss looking at some 8-scale tires. So now here's the I'm sorry, 10-scale tires. So here's the fronts.
Are
Lovely.
these the from Pro lines?
These are Pro lines.
You got all the. What's this for?
This is for
PDX.
yeah. So now here's the real thing that brings the boys to the yard.
So at PDX they don't have a spec tire or anything.
No, sadly no.
Okay.
So
No
all right.
Schumacher stuff. I thought that was like the best stuff for carpet.
It's there are Schumachers that are good.
Yeah.
Sometimes the availability on Schumacher stuff's really hard. So unless you buy like 30 sets when they're available, it's hard to get. And like the US companies kind of dominate the market here. J-Con, Proline, things like that. So here's the real thing though.
What about this new Raw Speed I see?
I don't know how new they are. They're a brand, like I don't know if they have a good carpet tire. I know they've had some decent like off-road, like dirt off-road tires. They've been around though for like I'm gonna say 5+ years.
Okay.
And I would say You know, I'm assuming you can give a brand, you know, like a few years for them to like, you know, really do something, and you know, shock and awe. I don't think they've done that yet.
Okay.
So Cavalieri's running raw speed, I think now.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
a lot of people, I would say, if you're a chassis manufacturer, probably the last thing you want to see is your drivers having a tire deal or maybe a motor deal. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
So, because a lot of that shit's really fickle. All right, you know, and it ebbs and flows and this, that, whatever else. So while at A-Main, I just, you know, added something to the shopping cart because they had it.
Ah, 235 tires.
These are just World GT style.
So they're spec compounds?
Yeah, it's a spec compound. So the front might be okay. The rear might suck. We'll find out. Actually, let's see.
So
No,
you're gonna run
actually,
that at finish line, aren't you?
I take that back. I don't think I can get in. It's sold out. I think the class is full.
Oh.
This is actually a soft. I think this is a 25 or a 30 rear. And then the front is some sort of like striped tire, or it's supposed to be a striped tire. Actually, no, it says medium.
Well, you should get it already, just in case someone like drops out.
Yeah, you never know. And so, like, my real question is, how funster do I go with this? Do I run these shits this big?
You want to be about 220.
All right. So right now, I was so proud of you when you were talking in metric recently.
We're oval tires, kid. You
So,
need about 218, 220 tire
but that's
for on road.
if you had grip.
No. Because so in oval we would run like a 210, 208, 204, and 212, 210, I think a 208 and a 206.
Okay.
I think that's right. It's been a little
All
rough.
right.
It's been a while.
So at the moment, this thing is in Mike's measurement, it's 63.
What's that in inches, kid?
So it's 2479.
Yeah, too big. Yeah, 212. Maybe if you want to go funster, 225.
225. Okay.
But I mean, wouldn't start any bigger than that.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, you know, again, like I hadn't, you know, this is all in the works. Like it needs to get worked out. There are other tires coming. I got some BSRs coming, and we'll see. You know, hopefully that car hits the track for April 22nd. I got to build the car first, but you know, it's a pan car. It doesn't take that long.
Yeah.
But there's definitely a lot of cars that need to come together real quick. So, and me and real quick sometimes are not like best friends.
Well, when you try to run every class that's fucking imaginable.
Well, why you got to be hating? And so I do have, you know, just to share, I do have these too.
Oh,
these
specs.
are straight up oval tires.
Yeah, spec
All right?
tires. Yeah.
I don't know how big these are.
Probably 240. 238, 240.
In the bag, these bitches are 232.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, substantially smaller than those other guys.
Saving some money.
Saving money. You're funny. And then, you know, every good A-Main shopper gets a bag like this.
Yeah.
You know, these bags are outlawed in most states. Like
they are?
Yeah, you can't even get bags like that anymore.
Why?
Hey, look, here's some more.
Every time I go to Publix, I get bags like that.
Yeah, because Florida doesn't care about the environment.
Bullshit. We got fucking paper straws, motherfucker.
Yeah, paper straws are fucking. You might as well just shoot yourself before you use those. Look at these bitches right here. These are the replacement for the glues. You can't even see it.
No.
The whiteness is too white.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, and then more things. These are the low-C things that pop out
Okay.
that
So you
hold
got
the.
extra of those.
Yeah, just in case.
Sounds like it's a necessity.
Yeah. Well, I didn't replace them. I just stopped hitting things.
Oh, okay.
And then they made alloy versions of those low-C things.
Oh, okay.
So I imagine something else will break then instead. And here's a new front wing that I need to mount onto this motherfucker.
Okay.
And the front wing keeps the front down.
Does it really work?
It does actually.
Oh.
And then the last part, and so this is where the on-road guys, if you're still here, this was discussed recently in the Awesomatics room to possibly use these Yokomo ball ends.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What's
so,
those for?
Anything.
Oh, okay. Are they
So,
better?
I think so. The thing that was discussed recently is that the Awesomatics ball, or sorry, the ball end, was made slightly bigger.
Oh.
Like the hole, the drilling
Okay.
was made slightly bigger because they recently made the turnbuckle slightly bigger.
Oh.
So it's not really a 3 mil turnbuckle. I want to say it's like a 315.
Okay.
And
You give it a little bit more beef.
yeah, a little more durability.
Yeah.
A little more junk in the trunk.
Okay.
And so yeah. So anyway, something else to just, confuse yourself with, things like that. And yeah, that's basically it here for my my boxathon. Yeah, but this DeWalt thing's really fucking nice.
It looks
I
nice.
would like a DeWalt sponsorship, so if the guys at DeWalt.
Yeah, you and Matt Kenseth there.
Yeah. Does he even race anymore? I don't think so.
I don't know.
No, he doesn't.
Okay.
But yeah, and this glue tip replacement strategy here might work. We'll see.
Well, I mean, once you start using your debonder on everything.
Yeah, I actually think the debonder thing is the trick. And so I'm kind of excited about that.
Nice little life hack there.
Like I was at my wit's end. I'm like finding like new bottles of glue and I'm just ripping the caps off of them just so I could get a fucking set of tires glued. I was just like, what the fuck? Goddamn nightmare. So
yeah, sounds horrible.
Yeah, sounds awesome, right?
Yeah.
And then one of the internal battles at the local track, at the local asphalt track, is talking about spec tire or no spec tire.
Yeah.
What do you think about spec tires, Mangler? You ran. Let's transition over to like, how was your week? And you ran this new Express tire.
Yes.
And it's a spec tire. It's used by the state series. It's been selected for the last 2 national events. And a lot of the problems with tires is often availability. It's what I talked about a minute ago with the Schumacher stuff. Can you get it? Can you not get it? Blah blah blah.
Right.
And
because if you're gonna have a spec tire, one of the key aspects of it is its availability. Because dudes are gonna want to practice on it. Yeah, dudes are gonna want to practice on it. Needs to be consistent. Needs to be durable. All those things are very important when choosing the spec tire for your club or track.
What do you think about the hardness of a tire? Like what goes through your mind when I talk about hardness of a tire?
I think that also depends upon the grip at which your local track has, or the series that you're going to run in, and or just overall
the temperature maybe.
Temperature a little bit. But I would say I think here in Florida we actually run too hard a tire, even though it is Florida. Most of our races are in the lower
you guys
temperature
aren't running in the middle of the fucking summer. Like,
no.
That's not a thing.
No, that's stupid. Who does that?
Nobody.
Well, people in the Midwest or wherever, but yeah.
But like the guys up at Bakersfield, they stop racing in June and they start racing back again in October. That sounds a lot like Florida to me.
Okay. But I mean, it gets cold in Bakersfield.
Yeah, sure.
It doesn't get cold here.
Okay.
Not really. So, in any case, but yeah, I mean, I think we should run like a 38 or 36 tire most times, and not a 40. But you know, again, then it comes down to like availability. Can you get it? Does somebody make one that has some durability or availability? And that's hard to come by. So yeah, we are stuck with the Red Label Express tire.
Red label. Is Red
yeah,
Label best label?
the Red Label is the new label.
Okay.
So
Did you try a back-to-back new label, old label tire test?
in a way, yes. Yeah.
How did that go?
The old stuff was better.
And define better. Like,
I
can you
don't know.
describe
It
what
wasn't
better means?
not really. It was it seemed like it had a little bit more grip. It
Okay.
wasn't like an official thing. I was just like, I have these tires. I
Yeah.
just want to go around, make sure the car is not doing anything stupid.
Mhm.
And then so I did like a couple packs on that. I'm like, okay, we're good. Let's throw this new shit on, and then really start, figuring out the car and everything. And it definitely wasn't the
It wasn't the
best.
same, huh?
Well, yeah,
Hmm.
wasn't the same. It wasn't far off, but it wasn't the same.
Hmm.
So, what are you doing?
I'm looking for a turnbuckle wrench.
Why?
Well, I need to build turnbuckles. That's the next step in my Mayako build. And they have these lovely
Why don't you do a podcast?
gold. Dude, everything's everywhere. Like, we're in it right now. You were talking. I was paying attention. I heard everything. Simmer down.
So, any case, I don't know. What do you want to know? So anyway, we went down to Coral Springs this weekend. It's kind of like a warm up to the warm up, and and
So, in the warm up to the warm up,
yeah.
how warmed up did you feel?
I was pretty not even. I don't know if I got the lukewarm.
Yeah.
As far as performance,
Yeah.
yeah, no, I wasn't. Yeah,
It wasn't there, huh?
it wasn't there. It was a little slip sliding away. So we get there on Friday, and they prep the track, and we finally get to start running on it.
Friday or
And
Saturday?
Saturday, sorry, I say Friday, Saturday.
Yeah.
And the bite just wasn't that great. And come to find out that the person who was prepping the track that day doesn't like to go full tilt, likes to save a few shekels or whatever, and doesn't mix the batch quite the way it needs to be mixed.
Now,
And
question.
yeah,
Did you guys pay for practice?
yeah,
Oh, interesting.
yeah.
Was practice like how many people were there for practice? Like, let's come up with a
20.
number. 20. All right. So, and they paid $10, $20? What'd they pay?
Yeah, 10.
10. All right. So 10 times 20. I know I'm not a genius, but that's $200.
Yeah.
$200 buys a lot of lane choice. What are they spraying even?
So they start with soda.
Okay,
And then
so that's even with inflation, that's like $3 a bottle. Yep.
And then they spray lane choice. And instead of
why would you spray both? What the fuck is that?
I don't know. Don't ask me, man. And so they spray. I think he was spraying like 3 parts ethanol or methanol to 1 part lane choice.
Oh, so he cut it himself again.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they're running lane choice 5 then, not lane choice 7.
I really don't know what they're using for VHT.
Okay.
It might not be lane choice. It might be something else.
I think Mangler, we need to get you dialed into this program. Whatever it is.
But they're not. But it doesn't matter. They're not going to listen to me. No one listens to me down here.
You know how you fix it, Mangler?
How do I fix it?
You show up Friday night.
Yeah, but then the track's all dirty. You got to blow it off. Like, you
Okay.
you can't just rock up.
I think you just rock up. You wait. You wait for them to hit it with the blower, and you just follow them around with the shit.
Yeah.
So what happened after racing on Sunday?
Somebody else sprayed the track with the
Ooh.
proper mixture,
Uh-huh.
and we had fucking grip for days.
See, apparently there is somebody who knows how to fucking spray a track in
Yeah, but this motherfucker would get out of bed and show up at Friday and Saturday.
Oh god damn. How about show up on Sunday?
Whatever.
Isn't he? Doesn't he live around the way?
I don't know.
I think he does.
Kid's got, he's got priorities, I guess. I don't know
I
what
guess.
hey.
Priority ain't you, I'll tell you that.
Nope,
Anyway,
not at all.
Um,
I'm getting fucking.
oh, people are blowing up your spot.
Yeah. I'm getting
Yeah,
it. Getting it. So he cut it 2-to-1, 2% methanol to 1 lane choice 5. Yes.
Yeah, lane choice
And then
5.
supposed to be supposedly by mistake.
What does by mistake mean?
I mean, they didn't want to have good grip.
But the first part, I don't understand. Number one, I was intrigued by Joe DePinto's like 97 step process that had pine sol in it. Like, because it made it smell lovely.
Yeah.
All right.
Pine sol, maple syrup, fucking
Whatever.
butterscotch, fucking horse semen. Yeah.
It had jimmies. It had everything. Yeah. All right.
His whole concoction, witch's brew.
Yeah. That thing was exciting. All right. And the question is my internet dead or is the Mangler dead? I think I lost the Mangler. Is anyone still there? Message back. The internet works for me. Hello. Is anyone there? Where is my phone?
Doing?
There you are.
Yeah.
Hi.
What are you doing over there?
You were gone.
You were gone. I was here the whole time, motherfucker. Dude, I was fucking LL. I've been here the whole time. It didn't come back.
Dude, they said we got Mangler down, kid.
I haven't touched a single fucking thing.
Well, it doesn't mean it worked. Just saying. Anyway, so, whatever. What I was saying was I was intrigued and like I was just kind of like blown away with whatever concoction that Joe dreamed up, and it kind of made me smile, frankly, because I'm like this motherfucker spent a lot of time figuring out whatever this is.
Did he? Did he really figure it out?
Did he really figure it out?
No. Let's just say A, it wasn't figured out, and B, it was not consistent, because we know these are facts.
It was consistent, all right?
Consistently not figured out.
So, to me, like, I've heard of weird stuff before, but I've never heard of let's go do soda water and then put lane
not soda water, soda.
Same thing, bro.
Whatever. Sugar water, you mean?
Yeah, sugar water, whatever. I never heard of that.
Apparently, it's a thing.
I don't think it's a thing.
Well,
we'll make a poll. Is that a thing? That's not a thing. I'm going to say right now, if we could get some track owners from various places, I know Al Sedano is going to tell you, no, that's not a thing. That's the dumbest thing he's ever heard of. So,
I mean, considering that Jackson supposedly had more grip than any track for days, I think you're right. I agree that I think it's an extra step that's probably not needed. Look, I'm with you. I want as much grip as humanly possible,
Yeah,
and I don't give a fuck how you do it.
yeah. Just
Um,
make it good.
make it good, and it
Yeah.
wasn't.
Mm.
Unfortunately, I think that they have realized that look, they were a little light, and that it can improve. So hopefully for the
Yeah.
actual warm up race, it will be better.
So there's this thing called volumetric measurement, like where you just say, I'm going to use a gallon. I'm going to use half a gallon.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They just need to measure that shit. And then you can do it the same.
Well, and
You
yeah,
don't have
I'm
to
good.
defend the people. That's okay. I
I'm not trying
you
to
have to
defend the
see
people.
them. I don't
I
have to see them. I'm not going to
I
the race.
I think I think the thing is that um when one person shows up and does it, you can't complain too much because look, they fucking showed up and did it, and no one else did. So
Yeah,
you know,
I guess. I guess. Well,
I mean, I wasn't out there helping, so I really can't complain.
yeah. Well, next time get out there. Be high stepping. Just bring extra shoes because you don't want to like normally. You might even need like extra clothes because if the wind kicks up, shit gets real. And you basically want to spray with pants on and then put shorts on because otherwise you got that shit all over your fucking leg hair. And if you have leg hair like me, ooh,
Yeah.
that's not a good look.
Hmm.
Yeah. So
So in any case, yeah. So we got there Saturday. They sprayed it. Grip was lacking all day. Um, and so definitely trying to find the gription was a little bit of a struggle for myself. Other people were definitely better at it. um I when it comes to low grip, I'm not good. Like there's just yeah, I struggle. There's no doubt about it.
so do you think it's your foam tire prowess and maybe like gorilla paw on the wheel going that
Yeah,
does
really
it?
gorilla. I'm not a gorilla pawer.
No.
No, I'm smooth, but I just don't think that I, it has when you don't have the confidence in the car to drive it hard.
Hmm.
I can't drive it hard.
No, I agree with that. And so like, when I was starting to break all that stuff on my Losi the other day,
Yeah,
it's because I started driving it hard.
yeah, yeah,
And then I
yeah.
realized, okay, dickhead, back it down just a little bit.
Yeah, and what I mean by driving hard, it's like ability to use the brakes in the corner.
Oh, no, that's not what I'm talking about.
Because I don't have enough grip to really use the brakes. Yeah,
Hmm.
you know what I mean. That's because that's what it seems. Because I just yeah, because the car's just kind of stepping out and sliding and whatever, and
Yeah.
you can't really use brake to get the car into the corner and get it back out.
Yeah. It
So
sound in that sort of scenario, I think your only hope is to try to like dial up some um, huge, whatchamacallit, drag brake.
yeah, I mean, I was running big drag brake. At least I thought I was.
Okay.
Um, that's all relative, but yeah.
Yeah.
So decent. Not a little off on Saturday. Had a powwow with you
Yep.
back at the hotel. We had a little team
Uh-huh.
meeting.
Yep.
Um, when I drove your car, it had zero brakes. Drag brake or brake?
Probably
Anyway,
push brake.
yeah. Um, so in any case, so made some changes the next day
Yep.
and was better.
Okay.
Uh, I ended up so we ended up racing on Saturday or Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah. So, I was like within a lap of TQ.
Okay. That's not
So
bad.
it wasn't horrible, but it
Yeah.
wasn't like I still wasn't that competitive, right?
Yeah. No, and
So
so what I heard was Felix set the round one TQ.
yeah,
Did you have 2 rounds or 3 rounds?
two.
2 rounds. All right. So Felix had the round 1 TQ.
Mhm.
Then I heard Sam got the round 2 TQ
Mhm.
and the overall TQ.
Mhm.
And then you know, a lot of us saw the video that Furman posted.
Right.
And it was basically a good 3 minutes of Felix just sniffing Sam's keister
Yeah.
until he got like spun around in like traffic, and
Yeah.
you'd never saw him again. And then like Felix or Furman like sort of showed your car a little bit, and
It was horrible.
well,
See,
it was
this is what's okay. We want to talk about tires now. Let's talk
yeah,
about
yeah, yeah.
tires now.
Okay,
So yeah, so I go out there. So it was a weird phenomenon that we were having, whereas at certain parts of the day, that when you went out on new tires, your car was fucking horrible. Like loose, no grip, not good. And so it like took like the second and third run or cycle on the tire to get good. And so there was kind of debate: are we going to run new tires? Do you run used tires? Kind of how do you want to race, right? Because it's kind of a we're definitely practicing for the nationals. We're trying to see, you
yeah.
know, what method works best, and different options. And I had kind of at that point I've gone with the scuff route, that everything I'm going to run is going to have at least 3 minutes on it, uh, just to
Based upon my express experience of flying out there and being there for 2 days and having it rain, and we got like 4 hours of racing, um, and I wasted 2 of them on a bad set of tires. I I fully agree with, like, you you at least just need, I think you need 4 laps on a set of tires,
yeah,
because you'll know in 4 laps, hey, did it not just come in yet, or is it that now all of a sudden the car's hooking to the left or hooking to the right? And that was at least the behavior that I had. But I felt like I got lucky in racing, and I don't know if it was because of the Mindfuck 1000,
right,
because I put them bitches on there for at least an
hours,
hour,
yeah,
if not 2 hours, a set, them just beating the shit out of each other.
right.
And I did have
You didn't end up with a bad set.
I had one bad set,
Yeah,
and one bad set in racing, and you know what, we were able to buy 3 sets. Was that what it
something like
was?
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So in any case, so we run around. So we run Q1, Q2, and both my Q1 and Q2 for me. I did some different things with the top links, and just trying to see what I like. And essentially, the car was about the same both races. Wasn't great. Wasn't was fair at best. Right. It was manageable. It was about a lap off TQ. Um, and so anyway, so then for the practice in between Q2 and the mains, I decided to put PSS on the rear of the car.
Mhm.
I'm like, look, this should be what it
Lock it
needs, right?
in. Fuck
Lock
it.
it in, right? And so I had run a scuff set in the morning on my Q2 tires. I ran the tires in Q2. Go out, put PSS on the car. That's all I change. Go out and run immediately, like 4/10, 5/10 faster.
So when that happens,
No,
here,
no, no.
here.
I'm sorry. Fast lap was 13.2 and I ran at 12.9. So 3/10
Okay.
faster.
So my real question to you: when it's good, how long did you run the car right before
And
the
the
main?
right before the main, oh, I was
Yeah.
out there for like 3, 4 minutes just running.
But was it good like in the first like 40 seconds?
Yeah, but this is on scuffed tires. These are on 3 run.
No,
These are
no,
now the third run.
I get it.
Okay,
What I'm trying to get at is I just pull the motherfucker and I'd be like, I'm
let's
gonna
go.
run this.
Right. I get you. However,
Mhm.
we're here
You're
to
like, I'm
try.
gonna be on that new. Yeah.
I want it, we're here to try some shit, right?
Yeah.
And other people are like running. Oh, I put on new tires, so I'm going to, and new tires were good right off the gate. I'm like, all right. Well, Here's my opportunity. My car is the best it's been for the last 2 days, right?
Yep. Let's go.
Let's fucking put some new tires on this thing, brand new, new,
Mhm.
and go out there and run. It was, and so I pulled the car off
How
the
was
track.
it?
Hold on. This is the timeline. I pull the car off the track.
Mhm.
In 3 minutes, they start main one. I'm in main two, race two. They race. So in 3 minutes, I scuff up a new set of tires, put them on the car. By the start of the first main, I'm on the sauce. I have sauce on and I'm on warmers because literally in 6 minutes, I am on the track. So there's 8 minutes. Go ahead.
Is your sauce program usually 6 minutes long?
Yes.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering.
Yeah. No, I sauce was the same. Like
Mhm.
I'm pretty vigilant on that. So sauce was the same. So literally had my same 6 minute. So at this point, at worst case scenario, we're looking at 10 minutes track time difference
Mhm.
before I go out. I
Yep.
go out on brand new
Did
set
it
of
did it
tires.
start raining?
Nope, didn't do shit. Same thing.
Did a cloud come in?
Nope, nothing. Car was a total bag of dicks. Like you could watch the main, cars just sliding everywhere, no fucking grip. There's it's the worst thing ever. And it's just like
What I would say is it looked like the car had a good initial turn in.
it was yeah. So this is an interesting thing with the PSS. When I put the PSS on in the rear, I really felt that the car did gain some front grip as well.
Mhm.
Like the ass end was hooked up enough where the front end actually started working now.
Yeah. Okay.
So it wasn't
I
horrible. I'm
it
not.
it looked like it didn't have a lot of grip, but it looked like it reacted okay. Um,
I can agree with that.
there were other cars I saw in the video that um, they they looked closer to me running modified at times.
Okay, I don't know what that means, but
Me running modified. There's really good video from the 2019 Reedy race, and generically, me running modified looks something like this. So let's say here's a corner,
hmm
all right, and we would really need like more of a let's pretend my head is the corner, okay, and like you know let's come up with something that looks kind of like a car. I don't have anything that looks like a car. I should have a toy car here. How do I not have a toy car? All right. Anyway, we're going to use this set of glasses.
okay,
All right. So, let's say I'm a 180. All
okay,
right. You should like roll up to the corner and,
yeah,
kind of go like that. Right.
yeah,
Me and modified, at least in 2019, and it hasn't gotten much better. But like, so let's say the lane is from, like I can't put my hand here, but like let's say
yeah,
this is the lane.
yeah,
So my shit is like probably way too tight on the entry.
yeah,
It's like I might be over here, and then I
yeah,
come back,
yeah,
and all the while it's usually fucking just shit spinning, fucking going nuts. Um, yeah. So
So here's my thing.
it didn't look like that,
No,
and so
no.
I felt like you were being cautious. You didn't look that comfortable, and at times like maybe the lines looked a little odd, but I think it was because you were just like behind from the last corner. But it looked like it pointed good.
Yeah, I couldn't say that did that. I just it just didn't have the grip or didn't instill the confidence that I needed to race. And so was it the tires?
You don't know.
Yeah, it had to. Well, I mean, like, did I get a bad set?
Yeah.
Are the sets inconsistent, or did you need to scuff tires? Because there's other dudes who could put brand new tires on, Dave
Mhm.
Vera, and fucking go out there and just run the best laps of his life. You
Now,
know,
quick question.
yeah.
Like, you guys probably ran a little bit after, right? Did you get
So
to
the
run before Furman sprayed again, or you didn't get to run again?
No, because immediately when the thing, I mean, they weren't even they were pulling cars off the track, and he was fucking spraying like it
Oh, okay.
was, yeah.
Damn.
So, um, so yes, so he sprayed. So I just wanted to see what my car would do from uh, uh,
a bag of dicks
a bag of dicks
to that.
to fucking spray. Didn't change a thing. Same tires, doped them the same, went right back out, and was like had a hot lap in the main of a 13.4 and ran 12.5. Didn't change a fucking thing, and I'm like, oh boy, this is fun now. Like it was like totally different car. Like we have grip now. Now Sam was running like at the time like 12.2s, but
It's fine.
yeah, I'm not Sam, so fuck him.
Mhm.
But yeah, no. But yeah, it was like, and like the car was tight at this point, and I needed to dial some steering, but I didn't want to change anything. I just wanted to go from one thing to another, and so I had I had the set that. So then I went and
Q2
put,
set?
huh?
You put the Q2 set on ever?
Yeah, so I went. That's what I'm gonna say. I went the set that I did 12.9s on. I'm gonna say, well, are these now better? And they were the same. Didn't run any faster. Yeah, weird. Then I was like, all right, I'm fucking done. I'm going home.
You're like, life called. It's baseball season. I can probably have a beer somewhere. Let's go do this.
Yeah. I'm like, okay,
Uh-huh.
we're done. I'm done with this for this weekend. I'm like, so, but I don't know. It was some things that I noticed about the new 800R, which is right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
The dampeners are sexy as hell.
Okay.
I
How
love
do
them.
they feel after 2 days of racing? Like, do they feel nice and like
Beautiful.
air free?
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. Okay.
They're
Have you
nice. They're
tried
so nice.
rebuilding them at the track yet?
No.
Okay.
Why?
Because I was trying to get you guys to thrash on setup changes.
I have
Everyone's
a whole other
telling
set
me,
of damper. I have a whole other set of
okay.
dampers. I could have just thrown them things in if I wanted to
Oh.
do it. What's really cool is the fact of is the adjustment of the dampening with the holes.
Yeah.
Like I know there's some national championship caliber drivers out there, Craig Xavier, that says that he can turn that thing and not feel a thing.
Mhm.
I, on the other hand, can turn it like 3 hours and feel the thing. So like, it's nice. It's
So
nice just to be able to go down there and go boop, 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 whatever you
and
want.
when you did that, it just felt like it had a little more dampening or a little less dampening.
Yeah, like so. Like at one point, I had maxed out and made the rear dampeners the stiffest as possible,
Mhm.
and I was out there running, and I was with Dave. I'm like, "Hey, Dave, drive the car. Let me tell you what you think." And he's like, "It looks like it needs to like. It looks like you're too
Roll
stiff in the
more.
rear. Roll
Mhm.
more." I'm like, "All
Yeah.
right." So we went from one extreme to the other, and went out and ran, and you could literally see the car and feel the car
Mhm.
roll more and transfer more weight. So I was
Okay.
like, okay. So like you could literally feel instantaneously
Yeah.
that effect, and that was I thought that was like really cool and really
I think that's one of the
beneficial.
things we're gonna have to figure out, like how it is to change that stuff. Because back in the day, like when I would
I could tell
show
you
up,
this right now. I could
yeah,
tell you this right now. If I had you, or just say anyone, prepared with a fucking
yeah.
1.5 before my main,
Mhm.
I would have said fucking turn that shit.
What, make it less or more?
Stiffer
Oh,
in the rear, so that
okay.
it would give me a little bit more. I would have like go put 4 hours in it right now, and you would have been able to go boop boop and be done,
Mhm.
and I probably would have been a little bit better off just for the main.
That is interesting.
That I mean, I think that exists,
Okay. I
right?
like the sound of that. Now, because I remember back in the day, like especially I'm thinking 10 years ago, like when this was all new. And
2013 kid.
Mhm.
Oh,
and
down
we're
in
coming up on that race anniversary soon. It's
West Palm
next month.
Beach. Yep.
And like and that whole summer was interesting just because like was chasing a lot of things, just trying to figure out what the hell does any of this shit mean.
Hmm.
And like taking the dampeners, moving them in and out and whatever, that was one of my like favorite things to do at a new track or with a new tire, or at the beginning of the season when we had some new shit on the car. And so it's good to hear that like that type of adjustability isn't gone now, because that was my one fear with them being fixed in position, that we couldn't do that.
Hmm.
And
That
so
you'd have to just rebuild dampeners and
mhm.
not feel it. No, you can feel it. I mean, I mean,
Okay,
again, Craig Xavier says he can't feel it.
but it might be black carpet why you can't feel it.
Uh,
Like black carpet
I
is
mean,
kind of the end
we
all
had
be all.
reports where like, and somebody, a team member, I won't say who it is, said that, you know, when the temperature went up at the carpet nats, I just went a couple clicks to make that adjustment, and
Uh-huh.
my shit was dialed. So
Yeah,
I'm just
that could
picking
be
on
a
Craig
thing.
a little bit. I'm picking on Craig a
It's
little bit.
fine.
It's all good. Yeah,
That could be a
but
thing.
yeah, but yeah, no, I think I was really pleased with it. I think that's one of the coolest features of the car.
Hmm.
Um, I feel that we need to do some things to make it a little stiffer in places. As far as just, you know, springs, I think that the dampeners, the way they work, they allow the car to roll more.
Hmm.
So we need to, you know, kind of hone that in a little bit. But for the most part, I thought it was a fairly successful weekend. Um, I think there's still some more to learn with the car. The shorter wheelbase does. I kind of don't necessarily think we need that. Um,
And so that's a question. Like I don't have a car to
well, it's not shorter
compare.
wheel, is it? Yeah, it's shorter wheelbase because the arms. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
And like I was wondering, at any time did you guys try going to like zero caster or four caster in the rear?
No, and the way I looked at it is and this is the way I thought, that if we ran negative forecaster in the rear, typically, why don't we go to six negative?
Hmm.
Because we're shorter now instead of longer. But I don't know. I don't. What the fuck do I know?
Yeah, I would, whenever I get mine built, I'm gonna like put it right up next to an MMX car, and
Hmm.
just try to see like how different is it different.
Yeah.
And yeah, because in general, I think, you know, evaluating how that wheelbase works, um, we just kind of need to make sure we don't get stuck in the things that we've done
Yeah.
before.
Yeah. No,
And you
I
just got
agree.
to play with all the things,
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
but this is the sort of shit I really like, actually. Like, so when the A12 came out, and that thing was so fucking different. Um, and all it takes is one or two good races for us to, get a good sense of, oh, this is right, that's not right.
Yeah.
And you pull the team together and
Hmm.
you come up with some ideas. And, along the way, someone one up somebody else and they find something that just beats them down for, a race or so.
Yeah.
And, or maybe just a qualifier. And you're like, what the fuck did you do? You just whooped my ass.
Right.
That was my reaction to Sean Rayfield at the 2020 Halloween Classic, where he put some X-ray front springs on the front of his, or X-ray side springs under the front of his car,
Yeah.
and then proceeded to beat me the fuck down in the
Right.
main, and because his car turned,
Yeah.
and so yeah, it was, we all knew what we had wasn't the best at that minute, but like finding the direction that you have to go next, that's
Yeah.
like the fun part. It's
No.
like trying to get a girl's number. It's the same sort of shit. It's fun.
I think one of the things too that is different. This car, I think, because it does roll more, the sway bars are also softer. So I think you have to run a little bit heavier bar than you normally would.
Hmm.
Um, I think that was one of the things. I played the top link. You know, we like to run long links right now with this
Hmm.
tire, and I played with various
Yeah.
links, um, and I think I found a combination. I think is probably the best in between.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. I need other people to try it um, to
What is the
confirm.
combo? Like we shared something on Track Rats
Yep.
Facebook talking about those link locations.
Yes.
It's maybe worthwhile to share. Here, let me share it. Just because there's so many possible holes you can put things in, and there's a bunch of jokes there. But
I guess I missed story time. What's that mean?
I don't know.
Oh.
Um, but so made this picture.
Yep.
a few days ago,
So
just
this
because,
is the rear of the car.
yeah, but it's symmetrical, so it really doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Yeah.
And the this is in reference to long links. And
Yes.
previously, if you were just looking at the car, previously, like on the MMX with long links, we were running in the front 1 or 2, and we used to be running 5.
Hmm.
But 5 used to be at the height, the maximum height of the bulkhead.
Yeah.
Now 5 is like, I don't know, 15 mils lower.
Yeah. It's not. Yeah. It's down there.
So maybe that could work. I don't know. You could probably get a really long link going there.
Yeah.
I don't know if it would actually stay on.
Yeah.
It might pop off instantly.
Right.
And I did chat with Meshler about this, and I said, well, what if I just throw like a 30 mil ball stud on that? And he's like, well, I guarantee you that the smallest tap, you'll bend a bulkhead.
Right.
And so I don't need to buy bulkheads every day.
No.
So yeah, so looking at these numbers here, what were the numbers that you thought worked the best so far?
So I originally started on Saturday, and I kind of just played with one location. I was in 4 and 1 in the rear,
Okay.
and 4 and 2 in the front. And when you did that, it really was bothersome to me because the way the upper links and the lower links were at different points of the car,
Hmm.
right? So you essentially, when you did that, you kind of moved the links towards the middle of the car, both in
Yep.
the front and in the rear. You kind of in the front, you're
It
moving
was
them
like
back, and in the
swept
rear,
inside.
yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
And it really, it just it could just have been a visual mind fuck to me, but
Yep.
I'm just like, I don't think this is the way we should run the car.
Hmm.
So Sunday morning, I went and we got there early, and I built short links and
Okay.
just ran them in the normal 6 and 7 hole
Yep.
that's on this diagram, and just like, I'm gonna run short links and let's see what it does.
Hmm.
And so I played with it that morning. Um, uh, it was okay, wasn't horrible. I definitely made the car um,
React
uh,
faster.
react a little quicker, which I liked
Hmm.
because I was missing some of that. And so I ran Q1 with short links,
Okay.
and so Q2, I decided that I'm gonna try to split the difference. So I'm
Hmm.
gonna stay in 7 on the front and rear,
Hmm.
but I'm gonna in the rear I'm gonna run in position 1,
Okay.
but in the front I'm gonna run position 2.
Okay.
So that line, doing that, that lined up the links that were in a similar angle with the lower arm,
Hmm.
and and when I put that on, I instantly had a little bit more grip,
Hmm.
and I still had the same. I didn't really lose any reactivity,
Okay.
but
You think maybe like the angle which the scissor joint was could have been binding more or something before?
no, it wasn't really binding. I just think it, with the arms being offset to the center of the car, front and rear, I just don't think that's a proper angle we want to play with. And
Okay.
it could be, again, it could be just in my head and it's a mind fuck.
Hmm.
I'm mind fucking myself that because it doesn't look right, it's not right.
Yep.
Um, but so anyway, but feeling on the track and what the results that I got, that yes, doing the split link, and I can show you my car. You can kind of see it's
Yeah. So
it,
you're number 1 right now,
yeah,
and
and
then you're
7,
in 7. Okay.
right. So I felt, again, I instantly had more side bite. It felt, a little bit. The car was a little bit more settled, but I still had the reactivity of the short link, and I I think this is probably the way to go because
Hmm.
on Saturday I never felt any of that
Hmm.
really.
Okay.
So I think that's kind of the way to go. I'd like somebody else to try it,
Yeah.
just to prove it out.
I hear
I
you.
do want to go back to long long and do
Hmm.
the offset again to see
Again,
if there is a
it
back to back
matters.
kind of
Hmm.
thing. Yeah, but I feel pretty confident that this is probably for this tire. kind of the way to go. And this is all tire dependent. Like, if we were running, say, some sweep tire, or some contact tire, some matrix tire, might
Who
not need to
knows?
do this at all,
Yeah.
right? I think this is an express tire thing that has a tire that has no side bite.
Yep.
It has none of the side bite that's ever available to any type of rubber tire ever.
Now, there's reports that you ran 72 different bodies on Saturday. Is that true?
3.
Okay.
Just 3.
All right. Okay. And
Yeah.
so, what was
And
one of the
on,
comments?
and on Sunday, you will be happy to know I ran one body the entire day.
Okay.
Yeah. So
All right. That's good. What was the one body on Sunday that you ran?
the Twister Special.
Okay. The Speciale.
Whatever. Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't want to
All
sound
right.
like an idiot.
That's one of the many bodies I do not have mounted. I own some. They're not mounted. So, I don't know. I just
Do you
haven't
have
gone around.
how's your car coming along?
What? The 8-scale buggy's coming along pretty good. So my build queue is 8-scale nitro buggy. Okay.
Yeah.
Please hold. Pro 10.
That's build 2?
Mhm.
Okay.
And then the 800R RC.
I
Like
would
RC
say
Cola.
I would switch those 2, but whatever.
Well, maybe. I haven't gotten to either of them, so it doesn't matter. At the
Yeah.
moment, they're the
Yeah.
same.
Yeah.
And the reason why is because if I don't have anywhere to run it, it doesn't matter if it's built or not yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have to be cognizant. Like, I need to have all that. Yes, very nice. Pro 10. Anyway, bless you.
There you go.
That is what I am thinking. RC Victory Lane, whoever that is. But I need to have most of my shit built. Not by end of this weekend, but by end of next weekend.
Yeah.
Bless you.
There you go.
I could put some finishing touches on things.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going to be out of pocket like the 16th to like that Sunday to Wednesday. The Sunday to Wednesday that overlaps with the end of the Mile High race. So that's why I'm not going to Mile High. And
Oh, you're not going?
no.
Oh.
And so yeah, whatever. And hopefully we get to run on the 22nd. And yeah. So we'll go from there.
Yeah.
And
But no, I really I like the new car. I think we just got to figure out some of the setup windows, and kind of go from there. Didn't break anything. Didn't really hit much of anything either. So it's kind of
where might you run next? Like, I think if I was you, and it doesn't rain this weekend. Like, I don't know what days off you have this week. Like, some people have off Good Friday, some people have off Easter. Like, different people have different things going on in their jobs, like based upon where you work and whatever it is.
Yeah.
I would suggest running the car anywhere. Like, not like let's run it in the complex. Like, let's not do that.
Okay.
But like, you guys have SS you could go to?
Nope.
They don't do that anymore?
He don't race anymore.
Nothing?
Nothing. Not on road.
No on road.
No on road. He's like, fuck you guys.
All right. Well, I can't blame him. Next, I would say I'm just saying, whatever. He'd probably be better off putting down like a turf track, and like bitches would be there all the time.
Well, he has a covered off-road track,
I
but
understand.
what he built was an outdoor off-road track too. So
Oh,
he runs outdoor off-road on Saturday and covered off-road because it's not really outdoor; it's open sides.
yeah, I
So
understand.
yeah, so he runs covered off-road on Sundays.
Okay. Is the outdoor track like 3 times as big?
It's not 3 times, but it's probably double.
Okay.
It's
Well,
pretty big.
then okay.
Yeah.
I'm more okay with that then.
Yeah.
But anyway, what about Heroes? Can you go to Heroes?
They are racing Saturday.
Are they practicing Sunday?
No,
Hmm,
Easter.
Easter.
Yeah.
How about Friday?
No, because
Hmm,
Marcos has got to go and prep the track
okay.
for Saturday.
Yeah. So if I was you, I'd take one body and some of those tools and maybe the other set of dampeners and march your ass right up to at Heroes. Because isn't Heroes like 25 minutes from you?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I think you can learn something at Heroes.
Like what? The problem is with Heroes is that I'll just end up destroying my car.
Why? Because it's like a carpet track.
Pretty much.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Don't hit stuff.
Well, no, but like if you want to get a good lap time, you have to be this far off the fucking boards. I got to put like you almost have to put a servo saver on.
Okay, put a servo saver on.
Yeah. That's probably Marcos right now. Yeah, Marcos just blew me up.
Oh, I love that.
But yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
I would.
I actually did thought about it. And then like I unthought about it. And
I
then
thought about it. I was like, nah.
and then I'm like, I don't know. And then now we're talking. I'm a little
Yeah,
motivated. I don't know. We'll
I
see.
think you need to. I would bring old tires. I'd bring new tires.
I
I
don't
would.
have new tires.
I don't know what that means.
So like I have nothing that's new.
Ooh. Did you not like say, let me buy another set? Or you ran them all?
I just ran them all.
Mm.
I got some run shit, but
Yeah. Anything. Like,
the thing is that so Heroes has recently sealed,
even better.
which Coral Springs has recently sealed.
Even
How,
better.
however, they don't believe in VHT at Heroes.
Even better.
No,
Even better, bro.
they have no grip,
What did Coral Springs have?
but they will have grip because when they spray it,
Okay.
right?
I'll show you a spray. I don't think I think if you find all the grip all of a sudden on an unsprayed track, you can
Well, they
just
spray
back
it
the
with
camber
something.
down. I know, but you can just back the camber down,
Who
let the thing
backs camber
slide a
down?
little more.
Who backs
Why
camber down?
not?
Fucking
Why
camber
not?
for life, kid. All
I
the
don't know.
cambers.
I actually I think that even could be the problem. You might have too much camber.
Yeah, I know we talked about that a little bit last year.
I like
And
reading the tire and like especially like at SeaTac where you can run a lot at SeaTac. It's actually really cool.
yeah,
They don't prep. So there's no prep unless I go out there with the and I don't plan on doing that. But who knows? I might, maybe I'll get some lane choice. Probably getting a lot of hate mail right now. Here comes my phone getting blown up. But because you can't show up and not like you got to blow the track off because there's
yeah,
you're in like a forest. You got to
yeah.
get some shit off of it.
Got all the
Um,
cottonwood.
yeah, whatever. Oh, dude, I can't wait for the fucking cottonwood. Oh my god, it looks like it's snowing when the cottonwood happens.
Dude, you had more traction on that than we did at Valkyra.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Anyway, I think the hot cottonwood setup was whatever got less of it on the tires. So I thought
Yeah.
you wanted more of an oilier traction compound. But anyway, um, yeah, like you can run so many packs. Uh, it's just awesome. And so even if I race like twice all summer, like race on the tone, blah 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 in a race.
Yeah.
If I can go there like 3 times a week and run all the packs,
Yeah,
I
you
just
don't need
need
anything else.
I just need to get to that point. Like
Right.
the track has to get prepared. You know,
Right.
like they're gonna clean it off, do some things. They're talking about adding barriers
Right.
and other stuff. But like if you're all by yourself, you don't need any barriers.
Right.
Also, if you're not racing for real lap times, you don't need barriers per se.
Right.
You do need to record your lap times.
Yeah, which you have those little fancy recording devices.
Yeah, I got a little recording device. I bought a Honda generator,
Oh yeah.
and I have a fucking A and B decoder box. And I
Oh
think
shit.
I'm just gonna run lifetime for myself.
Oh, look at
I'm
you.
I'm gonna go all in. I don't give a fuck. I gotta order a laptop. That's the only thing I don't have. Like I
How do
have
you
some
not
like
have? How
I
do
don't
you
have
not
a
have?
I don't have a Windows laptop. I have a Mac laptop.
Oh,
And but yeah, that's it.
huh.
So I think I'm just gonna run fucking A and B when I'm there. Fuck all this other shit. It's a waste of time.
Yeah.
I got a decoder box. Let's go.
Huh. Yeah, that works.
So
Might as well.
yeah, that's the way I'm looking at it. Like this other stuff, this IR shit is fucking for the birds. Fuck all that. I'll run a decoder box. I'll just fucking run a transponder system off of a generator. It doesn't matter. Let's go.
Yeah.
You know,
You don't. You don't. Well, you don't.
until I buy that F-150 Lightning or something like that, and I just park it in the street and then run the extension cord.
Yeah. They're having issues with those, I think.
I don't know. Maybe I'm not gonna buy an F-150 Lightning. I don't want an electric car, but you know, all the other stuff we were talking about with like pit trailers
Yeah.
and school buses
Mm-hmm.
and all this other stuff. Like I'm still thinking about what do I do. And for that first 8 scale race of the year, I might still rent like a U-Haul
Yeah.
and like pit in the back of a U-Haul and just see how stupid that is. It might be totally stupid. I don't know. I gotta like ask them about the site first.
It probably won't be that bad.
Yeah.
I mean, now that you got a generator, I mean, shit.
Yeah.
That's the key.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Is just having the generator.
Yep. So I don't know. We'll see how that all plays out. But you know, I still think the weather is actually nice at the moment right now. Like this minute, it's nice, but it's only like 50 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
So I could have been at the track today if I had a car. I could have been at the track today, but I didn't have a car built, so I don't
Get
know
on
what shape it's in. So yeah, I'm working on it right now.
it. You're gonna run your off-road buggy. That's where you can go breaking engines at.
They don't like to have nitro motors there. Otherwise, I would totally break the engine in on the asphalt track because castor oil is fucking great for traction.
Yeah.
So that's another like good option. Like
Yeah.
just fucking run some nitro cars. Can they run nitro at Coral Springs?
They did.
They did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have a class of 10 scale nitro, whatever.
Foam tire shit?
Yeah.
Oh, that should be good. It should help bring up the groove. Didn't seem to work.
I mean, yeah, no. I mean, some of these guys were never ever everywhere.
They
but
were never
that.
near the line. Yeah.
But you know, hey, they're having fun. Fuck it. Yeah. Well, good.
All right.
So
What
off-road
about
buggy.
what about some RC news around the world? What
Okay.
do we got
Beep,
to
beep,
talk
beep,
about?
beep, beep, beep.
Yeah.
I don't know. What is there to talk about?
The Canadian Nationals just occurred.
Oh yeah. Who cares?
Just across the border. Wow, that's so aggressive. Just across the border from Niagara Falls.
Yeah.
Home of places where this guy used to go drink when he was 19 in Canada. There's a place over there called Rumors. Fucking, that was a hot spot. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Rumors, huh?
Rumors.
Spread some rumors or rumors.
Yeah. They would
All
close
right.
at 2 though, so that kind of sucked. That was the first place I ever had Mike's Hard Lemonade, which is just like that's meant to just make girls drunk. That's ridiculous. That was before they had it in the States. Now they have it in the States.
They have Four Loco. You get you some of that.
I never had that.
Yeah, I think that was before our time,
Yeah, I
or
think that
after
was
our
definitely.
time.
It was after us.
Yeah.
G's talked to me about Four Loco before, but I
Yeah.
never got into the Four Loco.
Yeah.
There are some gas stations. I think the gas station around the corner from like St. Louis, Pro Level has Four Loco in it.
Yeah,
Like,
well, they still have Four Loco, but it's not the same.
it's
Like
not like what it used to be.
yeah, they're not killing kids with this shit now. Like you can't. It's not like doing fucking bindle of coke and slamming fucking some Jaeger bombs like it was before.
That's disappointing.
Yeah, but
No,
I think I told that story about how they banned it in like Ohio.
Yeah.
And so just across the river, there was this gas station in Kentucky that just had
Mhm.
fucking mountains of it.
Yeah. Why not? I would too.
But anyway,
Yeah, I think that's the way to go. So let's go cruise into this race result. Now, see, something new for this year. Canadian Nationals presented to you by who? What? Awesomatics USA.
look at you
Um,
supporting the fine Maple Leaf friends.
yeah, what's that all about? Anyway,
Yeah.
so let's just jump into the mains because like we ain't got time for all this. GT12 rubber tire. Tom Fershing, the man from Rome, New York. I think he laid it down this weekend, so at least he TQ'd. Let's see where he ended up. So VTA, Max Treviai. I'm killing that. Okay. He's the TQ. I don't know. Oh, rubber tire World GT. Okay. There's a lot of stock here. Whoa. They had an F main, bro.
Yeah, we did
F
too at the
main.
Roar Nationals.
Yeah. I'm just saying F main. So let's see what the slow guy. He was a 28.610, and let's see the TQ holder was Dave Johnson. Dude, 35.605 to a 28. That's a big spread. So let's see. They got to top 7 were within a lap. So
Not bad.
yeah, not bad. Could be tighter. It would always be nice to see it tighter. So Dave TQ'd, Barrett, Morrow in the second spot, Kelso third, Gordy Tam, Patrick Martin, Phil Matthews. All right. F1 here, 3 heats of F1. That's crazy. They had an F main of GT or USGT.
Didn't they have like 100 racers that one year that Brett TQ'd?
Yeah. He outqualified 100 people. He failed in the main, but whatever.
Yeah, what's normal?
This looks a lot like the stock main.
Yeah.
Dave Johnson. How did Dave Johnson have a 6:21 lap? Did he not know he had to keep on racing? Anyway, Martin.
Maybe blew out.
Oh wow, Gordon. Or I'm sorry. Yeah, Gordy, Brian, Mike, Phil again. Kenneth. All right. And then it's always fun to see the names you may or may not know. Fershing again, doing work. Hey, look, Dave Johnson qualified second. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Alex, Jared made it across the border. The whole CRC gang's here. They must be a
Oh, yeah.
Canadian company now.
Yeah.
Well,
they're close.
Okay. Yeah, they are close. They're definitely close to this race. And mod touring. Let's see. We had Kevin,
Yep.
Doug,
Canadian and U.S. national champion now.
Yes, that is correct. And now U.S. Correct.
Yeah.
Keith Yu was there. Who is 5-hole? And what is the 5th and the 4th and maybe the 3rd hole? That's what I want to know.
5-hole. Wow.
Yeah, the guy's name is 5-hole. That's like,
Okay.
that's just like, Steel Rain. Same thing. Dylan Little went there. He drove up. Wow, check that out. All right. Tom Fershing just did it again. Barrett, Alex, Jared, JB Kachikella. I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah.
He had his dad had a fantastic track. I hope the
Yes, he
Ketchikos
did.
are doing well.
Yeah, I went there.
Yeah,
Fast
I've been there
Cats.
too. Yeah, nice
Yeah.
place.
Yeah. We were
Um,
probably there at the same time and didn't know each other.
maybe. I went to the Northeast Grand Slam race there.
Yeah, I think that's what I
Okay.
went. It
All
was
right.
that series that Chicky put on or something, wasn't
Yeah, exactly.
it? Yeah.
Kelso with the TQ. There we go. Gordy, Patrick, Peter. Some similar names. All right, and then Mod 12th. They had one heat of Mod 12th.
Mm-hmm.
I see a mistake already. They had one guy 14 laps in 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I bet it was hard passing this other guy 9 times during the race. 49,802.
Maybe he's just very courteous.
I doubt it.
Okay.
All right, so let's go check out the results. Let's see. Final results. Bam. That's nice. All right. He Bear TQ'd and wins. Stock 12th. Alex with an X-ray. He beat Fershing. Dave got 4th. Jared drove up to 2nd. That's interesting. I wonder what happened there. Fershing went tone to tone on this one, it looks like. Fershing's a good guy. I like him a lot.
Yeah, he is.
F1, Frank Calandra was out of race. Holy cow, he got 4th.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. GT12, Fershing didn't win, but another win for CRC. There we go. If that's correct. Touring Mod, Kevin, Doug, Barrett. Yeah, that's
Why
what
would
I
it
thought
not
would
be
happen.
correct?
I don't know. There's just
Oh.
little icons here.
Oh.
Dave Johnson takes the TQ and the win. Looks like they just did finish or qualifying order on that one. Kelso with the TQ and the win. Good job. It's great. USGT, Dave Johnson won again. Look at that. Dave is really dedicated. He's super committed. He got his car, I think, on Thursday, his 800R.
Mm-hmm.
He built it there. I don't know when he threw it down, but he was able to TQ with it and in stock touring and get the win. So it's the stock touring US and stock touring Canadian national champions. Pretty good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Do you have to make the announcements in French and English then?
I don't think they do that. You're not in Quebec.
Okay.
Yeah,
but I think it's part of the law that all signs have to be in Canadian and
I think that's I saw that movie too, and I think that's in Montreal that it has to be that way. Yes. That's Canadian Bacon, the fantastic movie.
Yes, it was. It was very. I say we invade and just make them call it ham, but that's a whole other.
I don't know, dude. I gotta say, and we shouldn't cut this into a video. I gotta say, the Canadian ballet up there is a real good time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Yeah, I've experienced that once, and
yeah, they threw you out.
No, I was so hungover the next day. We were at a race at the Rock, St. Rock.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It was an oval race, and Danny from SMC, he took us to what they called it church.
Nice.
So he took.
They went to church.
We went to church.
That's lovely.
And the nuns there were were entertaining, to say the least. And but yeah,
was there a confessional?
Yes, there was.
Did anyone get beaten with a ruler?
The confessionals were only like $5. Yeah, it was really crazy. It's cheap. It's crazy cheap up there.
That was a long time ago. That was a long
crazy.
Time
No, that's just how it rolls. Like it's.
Oh wow.
Yeah, crazy cheap up there. And I don't know. I decided that I was going to go all in and
drink all the Molson Canadian you could.
Well, because Canadian beer is stronger than American beer, so I just got my own pitcher and just did myself right. Or I have to start with some good old Canadian beer that's stronger. I was so
was it Molson or was it Labatt?
I have no fucking clue what it was.
Man,
But yeah,
disappointing.
I was pretty done, and the next
Mhm.
day I was so hungover that me and Kevin Kovac were sitting in the car outside in the parking lot, just like like between their mains, we were just like, oh fuck. Like, we and the time changed on us, so we lost an hour.
I hate when that happens.
It was rough.
Mhm. How'd the race go?
Um,
I
I
want
think
this to be a story like, well, yeah, I TQ'd, I won, I left the trophy in the parking lot.
I didn't TQ and win. I was probably third or fourth.
Okay.
I don't know. Someone could look it up, but
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, it had a slightly bank on it. I don't even remember what class we ran.
Yeah.
Salvises were there all the time,
Mhm.
so Salvis kind of like they track ratted the fuck out of that place, and so
Yep.
kind of hard to beat them. But I think Kevin and I were probably right behind them,
Yeah.
and you know
All right.
whatever.
And those guys are French Canadians, so they were definitely saying some shit about you guys in French.
Oh yeah, everyone was, but it was a nice place. I mean, it was the guy who Gordon, I think the guy was name who owned it.
I never
Anyway,
went to there. I wanted
well
to. I
they've
just never went.
now he like sold it, and now they got the new Saint Rock, which is the
Yeah.
fucking megaplex, whatever it
Yeah.
is.
It's like
But
the $50 million RC complex.
yeah, and so but yeah, that guy he was a really nice guy. He and his daughter ran it or whatever, and yeah, they were so happy we came up that Kevin and I came up,
Mhm.
and you know, so
Yeah.
yeah, it was good
Nice.
times. And then yeah, like
Cool.
Danny took us to church.
Yeah, that's good. You know, definitely good.
They're
You gotta
like,
get
well,
find some religion sometimes.
what was funny is though, like at the beginning of the day, they're like, "So you guys going to church tonight?" And we were like,
Huh?
"No,
You're like, we
no,
don't do that.
we were practicing, motherfuckers." Like,
Yeah.
no. And then
I'm gonna get
so
all the laps.
yeah, and then like by like midday, someone's like, "You know what church means?" We're like, "No fucking clue." Like,
Yeah.
like Bibles
Mhm.
praying,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
no.
yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, that's church." Yeah,
Mhm. You're like, still, I'm gonna be practicing.
yeah, I would pretty
Like, I'm not
much.
here for that. I need to here
Yeah,
for
no,
practice.
yeah. I'm not a big fan of those places anyway. So
Yeah,
eh,
it is what it
that
is.
was my younger, crazier days. But yeah, I'm
Mhm.
too cheap. That's
I
my
know that.
thing.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm like, no, I'm just
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You actually like you view it as that you're the talent and they should be paying you. I agree. That's how I think too. Mhm. Yep.
all right.
Yep. That's all you need to know.
So did you watch the F1 race yet?
Yeah, that was a fucking shit show.
It
Now,
was like a Roar National.
ooh, no, it looked like a fucking like VTA B main, bro. It was a disaster.
So do you think that they should have restarted the second race? Or
The
they
second
should
or
have done the second red flag?
the second or the third one? I
Well,
think.
the
Are you
second
saying
one
though?
caused the third one.
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
Okay.
I'm trying to remember. Like, what was it even caused by now anymore? Was it uh, what's his face signs or it
No, it was
wasn't signs.
Magnuson blowing up the right
Magnuson.
rear.
Yeah, he offed his shit, right?
Well, he got a little wide and the right rear just fucking imploded
Yeah, he
or
hit the wall
exploded.
really fucking good. Um,
It didn't look like he hit the wall that hard. The rim
that looked
just
like
fucking
me with that
shattered.
Losi, where you hit the wall and the fucking wheel comes off. Same thing. He's driving a Losi. Haas equals Losi.
Let's see.
You hit the
Okay.
wall, fucking wheel comes off. It's the
Yeah.
same thing.
Fucking
Um,
shit, man. That's what Gunther said. Fucking shit, man. That's
yeah,
his fucking phrase. It's
yeah.
awesome. Fucking
Gunther's
shit, man.
Gunther's something else. Um,
I love
but
that
yeah,
guy. He's awesome.
yeah, he's definitely something else. Like he apparently has some other like side business where he sells a lot of the aerodynamic components used in NASCAR.
Oh, okay.
They were talking about that at the NASCAR race. They had Gunther as part of the commentary squad for
Yeah.
some reason or another.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, he lives in
at
America.
yeah, whatever, dude. everyone wants to live in America. All right,
Yeah.
that's really the truth. Like, it is what it is. You know, whether you're first or last, you just want to be in America. Um, not everyone does, but you know, a good portion of
Yeah.
people do.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, they were talking about like, you know, this, that, whatever else, mentioning things like that. So he has some sort of side business where he makes money off that shit. Um,
So
but yeah,
anyway,
he,
but yeah, so Magnuson blowing up the right rear. We had the through the second red, and
I, 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 the standing start shit is interesting,
yes,
but it's
I agree.
also, um,
It's exciting.
it's exciting. It's also very chaotic,
Yes,
and
very expensive, especially for Alpine.
it can be. And like, even also, like, I don't know if anyone saw the NASCAR race. They were at Richmond, and with like 25 laps to go, my guy in the 19 Truex was out in the lead. He hasn't won a race in fucking like 2 years.
Yeah,
So he's out in the lead,
didn't he
but
win
he's
the championship one year?
yeah, he did. And then they
Okay,
brought him over to Joe Gibbs, and he's kind of sucked balls since then.
okay,
But anyway, so he's out in the lead. He's dusting fools. He has like a few seconds lead, and you know, some chuckle fuck spins around, whatever, does some shit. Unfortunately for him, they used up all their tires, so they went out on 6 lap scuffs when
they have
everyone
an
else had.
allotment of tires now.
Mhm. They
Oh.
always have an allotment of tires, so they went out on 6 lap scuffs because they ran an extra set in round one.
Uh-huh.
And so he didn't even have a good pit spot. He entered the pits first, he exited third, and then he was like, maybe, I don't even think he even hung on for 10th. So, and they only ran for like 10 laps, dude. But like, to me, the most embarrassing race of the weekend. Did you watch the Indy cars at Texas?
Mm-mm.
Dude, it's fucking dumb. It's the dumbest race. Either it's the track or it's Indy cars on oval. I think it's the track. I want to blame Texas because Indy cars on oval can be really good. Uh,
Indianapolis 500.
Indy 500 is pretty good. I'll be there this year. I've always wanted to go to fucking Wisconsin. I think it's Wisconsin. They have like a half mile or 1 mile or
Do they
three
even
quarter
race in
mile.
that anymore?
They came back to it,
Oh,
and
really? Yeah,
yeah,
it's the
it's a
fairground thing.
little ass
Yeah,
track. I really
yeah,
want to go there because I used to remember watching kart and IRL there,
yeah, yeah.
and it was just like you're constantly passing fools, and so
Right.
that looks awesome. But yeah, I don't know. Like, cautions, cautions create cautions. Uh, I feel for a lot of the people that lose races because of cautions.
Right.
And imagine if we had cautions in RC, bro.
Well, they do when you run quarter scale oval.
I guess it would be
No, they
nice.
do. It's
I no, I
horrible.
guess they do. I It would be nice every once in a while because like you got like a fucking corner marshal standing in a corner for 2 laps, and you're just trying not to hit the corner when he's
Right.
standing there.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I don't know. Cautions. I'm not a fan of cautions.
Well, I don't I definitely agree to throwing the red flag because I think F1 has an image problem with, not being
Not racing.
yeah, not racing, right?
Well,
And
that
I
whole
think
like 2 laps at Spa
yeah,
2 years
yeah,
ago was bullshit.
yeah, yeah. So I mean, I think that now whether or not they go back to standing starts, I don't quite get that. I think it has to do with a tire prep thing, and like they can't probably get it generate enough heat, but and because then they'd have to run extra laps to do that, and I don't know, but
Well, they're doing standing starts on tires at 70 degrees Fahrenheit coming out of blankets. That's it.
yeah, yeah.
Or
Well,
maybe it's
they're
70
not even gonna
degrees
have
Celsius.
blankets. Maybe they're not even gonna
Yeah.
have blankets. But yeah,
But
I don't know. It's I thought it was awesome. I mean, I don't think the science penalty should have been done. If they weren't going to count the thing, why would you count the penalty on sites?
yeah, I feel bad for him because he had a good race,
Yeah,
and he hit
he did sound like a
Alonso.
little. He did sound like a little wimp, but like,
Like, yeah, he
it,
was crying,
no,
pretty much.
beg them,
Yeah,
please, no, no,
yeah,
you
yeah,
have
yeah,
to beg them. Like, come on, bro,
yeah.
don't have to go like begging,
The
like
the
just
worst part.
Like,
to
all right,
me
well,
was the poor guy Gasly who left the Toro Rosso team or
hmm
whatever they're called, AlphaTauri, and he was running in the new Alpine/Renault team, whatever the fuck it is.
yeah.
And he actually had a decent race. He was like hanging in like the top 5, top 6,
hmm
and then he fucking, he yeets it, and then he fucking kills
Ocon.
his teammate, bro,
Yeah,
into the
yeah,
wall. That was a fucking shit show.
yeah.
And now, what I didn't get, and like, I've never had this real experience. I don't remember this experience. Like, so I was watching this thing on the West Coast. All right.
hmm
So at 9 o'clock or so, qualifying was on, racing was on, stuff
hmm
like that. It was very interesting.
Yeah.
So I watched it until the first red flag. And then I was like, fuck all this noise. I'm like, I'm going to sleep. I'll see this shit in the morning. And so I get up a little early. I start watching it, blah, 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 and more red flags. I'm like, fuck this. I, that to me was frustrating. There was a lot of red flags. And um,
Well,
it's
there
probably
was
better
three.
than many laps circulating. Dude,
Well, that's the problem
when's the
is
last
that
time you had 3 red flags?
ever. That was the first time ever.
Exactly. It's fucking, it seems out of the ordinary. So I don't know. Hard to say.
Well, I think again, um, there's two things. One, F1 wants to have racing. They don't want to have it settled under a caution or whatever.
Yeah, bullshit.
Two, they got in trouble 2 weeks before for delaying decisions,
Hmm.
and
And
now
now
they
they
were
made some.
making. Yeah, now
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
just making them.
Dude, you
So
can't win.
yeah, yeah, you can't win.
You
But
can't win with racers. Come on, you know that.
God, we're assholes.
Yeah, why even try to win? There's no
Yeah.
winning. There's only losing and fucking having people's feelings hurt and whatever else. That's all there
Where
is.
where the fuck did Mercedes come from?
I don't know.
That was
They just got
crazy.
well, they got lucky both their cars didn't blow up. But dude, like Russell, I was like, "Ooh, Russell's going to fucking put Hamilton in the fucking old age home."
Yeah,
That's what I thought was going to happen.
yeah,
And then, his shit blows. Well, they choose to do a pit stop, and then they get fucked on with the red flag. Like,
yeah,
that's the thing I felt real bad for is guys who in the safety car or the VSC, whatever it was, they
yeah,
did the pit stop and then they red flagged it. Like,
yeah.
and what was the first red flag for? I don't even remember.
Alex Albon got into the
Oh, he
gravel
he
and
he lost the rear end and spun around.
yeah, and he put all the gravel, which he was running fifth at time.
Yeah,
Williams running fifth.
yeah, dude. No, that if that could have finished like that,
Oh, would have been so awesome.
yeah, he was setting purple second
Yes,
sectors with that car because it
yes.
has like no downforce whatsoever, and there's one
How the how
turn
the
in that second sector.
how the fuck did they like not like? Let's just kick her up. Put a little gurney flap on her. Fucking get her in the corner a little bit. Like, how
Dude,
do you not just do that?
they are gonna fuck people up at Monza.
Oh,
That car at
or
Monza will.
Spa?
There's a lot of turning in Spa.
Not really.
Monza, you have 3 chicanes. Is it 3 or is it 2? So you have the first chicane off the straightaway, then you have the double
You have
right-handers.
three, and then you have that one kind of swoopy chicane.
Yeah, I think there's 3 chicanes, but you basically have to, if they set a little wedge in their car to make it go around those right-handers, and then you just snake through those chicanes, that thing I think is going to do very well at Monza. But yeah, it was exciting. A lot of stuff happened. Um, I wish you could hit the reset button for a few people. I don't say that for Leclerc. Fuck him, he failed. But
He
and
got
dude, he
punted.
was getting his ass beat by Sainz all weekend.
Yeah.
All right, so I think Sainz did really well. He got fucked. What's his face? Gasly did well. He fucked himself. And
Albon
yeah,
did great until he whatever.
until he didn't.
Yeah.
Most people do well until they didn't. And then
Yeah.
they're talking a lot of these bloggers or whatever the YouTubers were talking about how I think De Vries at the back of the pack, the 2 other rookies just fucking annihilated each
Yeah.
other.
Sargent fucking ran right in the back of De Vries.
Yeah, which I think is very funny. Now Are you doing any F1 fantasy?
No, I don't know how to
Oh,
do that. How do you do that?
oh. Well, you use your phone.
Oh,
Yeah, you didn't start on it. So next year we'll try to get you on F1 fantasy. Maybe maybe we'll
so you have a fantasy team for F1?
yeah, I have many
How's that?
fantasies.
How
You
does
get
that
a
work?
budget and you pick drivers and then you pick a constructor and you have to fit in a budget.
Isn't that kind of easy?
Well, it's really easy that in one of them I'm 634, then I'm 2,700 and something else and blah blah blah. It's not that fucking easy, bro, because there's not infinite money. So,
Okay, all right.
yeah. Anyway, but
Who's your
uh
constructor?
well, I've three different leagues in, and I have Red Bull or Aston Martin in both of them.
Okay,
But I don't think that's the real play. The first week play was Alonso in this one thing I'm using called Grid Rival. They allow you to like take a lower tier driver and get double points.
okay.
And so they were allowing Alonso to be a lower tier driver, and he banged bitches out that week.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so,
Well, I mean, the dude's finished third over all three races. I mean,
yeah. And
yeah.
now, so once they stopped that, I got smart and I said, well, let me get dumb shit, his teammate.
Stroll.
Yeah, dumb shit.
Yeah,
And he fails a lot. But when he
daddy's
doesn't
money.
fail, he gets a lot of fucking points.
Yeah.
All right. So his
You know
decent
what?
run,
Stroll really. And this is kind of interesting that he didn't excel so much this past weekend, but when it rains, that kid's pretty good.
I actually don't think he's bad.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I think, he probably gets a lot of bad rap for being daddy's,
yeah.
son.
Yeah.
But the problem is he's not
He
he's
doesn't have the
probably
doesn't have the race sense. I don't think that some of the other drivers have.
maybe
Like he doesn't have the Alonso really is probably one of the more
Alonso's
calculated.
a fucking machine, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Like he's thinking about all these other things
Things.
as he's
Yeah, yeah. He's
driving.
trying to drive right. So I don't think Stroll has that race sense to him. That I think that's probably what hurts him a little bit and puts him in bad positions. Um, but
Maybe.
I think overall, yeah, I think he deserves to be there as far as talent level. I think when the rain comes, I think he's even better.
Yeah.
He didn't quite show it this weekend in the practice sessions, but he was still up there.
Yeah.
Um,
Maybe
and
what we could do is we could turn Mangler. What we should do is next time, let's have an F1 only podcast show. We'll do it real short. We'll do it
okay,
right after the F1 race. And maybe we'll become F1 centric YouTubers.
ooh,
That's where the fucking tens of dollars is.
two white Americans talking about fucking
Dude,
F1.
there's these two white British wankers. They're fucking making money hand over fist right now.
Are they funny?
You should watch them. It's called P1. They
Yeah,
used to be the guys behind WTF1,
yeah.
but they quit there and they started their own thing. And dude, they had like
So are we? Can we?
10,000 subscribers in like a weekend.
So are we gonna do Track Rat 1?
I don't know. TR1?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, it's a thought. Maybe we could have a
I, I
special
I
show.
I like that thought.
You want to waste more time talking to me about things?
I like talking to you. You're
Oh,
kind of
you're
cute.
cute. I like you too.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway,
All right.
but yeah,
What was the other thing?
a few fun comments here. I said, "Who is RC Victorine?" It's BJ Williams. Yes, I do remember meeting you at. I thought it was Coastal in 2020, but I could be wrong. And then he said, "War Paved Nats looks very disappointing." Yep, it's always usually disappointing. I agree.
We got like
You
2
know,
months.
yeah, entries will get better. And then Alex, I would love to go to St. Roche, but I don't think I'm going to do a carpet race until September, maybe October, maybe November, maybe
Why
December.
don't you want me to come, Alex? That's kind of fucked up.
You should go, Mangler. You should go. I think
I've
it'd be
been
good
there.
for you. No,
Not
the new
the-
one. You should
I know.
go. Bring your 12 scale super stock. Go fucking show them what's up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, by the way, last week was a banner week. You know, $800. PS5 showed up. Right.
Yeah. How's
So
your
I've done a couple. I mean, 3/10 faster right out the gate.
Yep.
So,
How many tenths faster were you with the A800R?
I know, right? It's kind of hard to tell. I like.
I wish you had. I bet you wish you were like, man, this was 3/10.
I was like, that piece of shit MMX car that FJ had was pretty fucking good.
You're welcome. I might need those for May, kid. Just
All right,
saying.
well, let me know, dude. We'll.
May 3rd, 4th, 5th, whatever it is. I'm gonna be in California. I might need some shit.
All right, well, let me know.
Yeah.
Hell, I'll send you this. You can shake it down. Oh, no, I'll be in fucking Florida.
Yeah, you guys have the warm-up race same weekend.
Yeah.
Like,
All right.
those
Anyway.
I feel like those are hot commodities right now.
Yeah.
Like, I might take a carpet car and turn it into an asphalt car.
I might as well. So in any case, PlayStation 5 update, fucking thing is fast as shit, which is nice.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing, less Brazilians, because, and I didn't know if this was true or not, but Gran Turismo 7 is on PS4 and PS5, and so when you go into lobbies, it separates you by what PlayStation you have. So all the PS4 people race together, all the PS5 people race together.
The class thing.
Yeah, so I guess Brazilians can't afford PS5s or get them.
Or maybe they can't get them.
Whatever, but there's not as many Brazilians.
So what took you a year and a half to get a PS5?
They're hard to fucking get.
Yeah, but the reality is, why is it so hard to get? Is it the chip shortage?
I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe that's the problem with the A800R, is the chip shortage affecting it.
Yeah. But far less Brazilians in the lobbies.
Yeah.
The racing with the dudes on PS5.
Yeah.
So much better.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Like, people are courteous. Like,
Courteous.
they don't run you the fuck over.
Mean?
Yeah, exactly. They don't run you the fuck over. They actually race with you.
So do they tell you that you have to play on your PS4 and go back with all the scrubs in the back?
No, dude. It's not like that. I mean, no one knows, but it's just like it's literally the same game, but yet completely different experiences. Because
I can't believe that.
Oh yeah, PS4 land is just dude savages sending it on you left and right. And PS5 land, no, it's real racing. People actually want to race.
Really?
Yeah, it's mind-boggling. Like,
yeah,
same game, same thing, just totally different experiences.
Crazy.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, so you want a GT7 out there? If you want to race, hit me up.
What are you, like, sexy Mangler 007?
I'm the Mangler, I think. Just whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Fucking forgot. There was something else I was gonna say.
Damn it.
Huh?
I said, damn it.
Yeah. Anyway, BMW is a hot car this week. We're racing at Watkins Glen.
I like the Glen. Are you racing with the boot or without the boot?
I don't know the difference.
Well, there's a part of the track that literally looks like a fucking boot. It's the part that the NASCAR guys run. I'm sorry, the NASCAR guys don't run the boot. Sports car guys run the boot.
We're probably running the boot.
Here, like I've spent a lot of times at Watkins Glen.
Yeah. I like Watkins Glen. It's on the track. It's a little slippery. In PlayStation, like, the grip isn't really great, but
I could see that.
Yeah.
So this is Watkins Glen. Let's see. Can we zoom that in? Yeah. All right, here we go. Watkins Glen is a lot of fun. I got a good friend of mine. His name's Hugh Stewart, and he's like I met him with my RC10L back in the day, and so the one on the top here is the boot.
That's what we run.
And then this other one down here is what NASCAR runs.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, we run the boot.
And do you guys run the inner loop, the chicane on the back straight?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
The the
That's a
NASCAR
fun because you
version.
can just send that motherfucker through there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of it's very much like the chicane at Daytona. It feels similar to me, where you just send it through the chicane, the inner
Yeah.
loop.
No, they do. They run the same. Just one's to the left,
Yeah.
this one's to the right. Yeah.
Yeah, but you're like fucking wheels off everywhere, and it's usually faster.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've spent a lot of time at that track. I really like that track. It's very nice. The only thing I'll complain about it is if you're ever stuck camping there, there's no showers.
Ugh.
There's no water anywhere on the site, so that
That's
sucks.
a little.
Yeah, it's a little
That's
rough.
why I
You get a
don't
little,
camp. But
yeah,
like
mhm,
you're not. I'm not. You can
yeah,
camp. I'm gonna go find a hotel.
yeah. It's fine.
Yeah.
Beggars
I
can't
don't.
be choosers at
Yeah.
times. It's okay.
Hey, I don't really usually refer to myself in the third person, but Mangler doesn't camp.
Okay. Well, I think if there's running water, if there's a lot of running water, it's not so much camping.
If there's a
And
hotel,
yeah, yes, we are still talking, Larry. Suck it.
eat a
Anyway,
dick, Larry. Fuck off.
um, but yeah, I've also spent a lot of Memorial Day weekends at Lime Rock Park watching real racing.
Right.
And I used to go a lot with this guy who is a racer. He was a racer. He hasn't been racing a while. Guy by the name of Bill Hamlin. Bill and Chris Hamlin, Hamlin brothers.
Yep.
They used to drag my preteen and teenage ass to a lot of races. So you have them all to blame. That's the way I'd look at it. So everyone who's like this fucking guy, blame Chris and Bill Hamlin.
Okay.
That's who you have to blame. So
Is it not Denny Hamlin related? Are they? No.
no,
Okay.
no, it would be great, but no,
No.
not at all.
Are these guys actual racers, or were they just?
No, they ran RC cars.
Oh, okay.
RC car racers. Big
Okay.
stalwarts of the middle of Long Island racing community. So yeah, and Western Long Island racing community. Yeah, no, Bill was they were both onward guys. We'd also run a little off road every once in a while. Yes,
Yeah.
we are at 200 subscribers. That's a great note, Larry. We're trying
Thank
to
you,
class
everyone.
this motherfucker up a little bit.
Yes, thank you, everyone, for 200 subscriptions.
Yep.
It's a
We just have a few more thousand to go, and then we'll be
800.
where we're at.
We're pushing towards our goal of 1,000.
Yep.
But thank you.
And people seem to like the at-track videos.
I saw that.
I have only one man to thank. Thank you, Dave Vera. These are fucking solid gold. All right. We might need to get. Actually. We're at 201 right now.
Oh shit.
We might need to get some just like cameras following you, because I think that's the sort of stuff that people want, because we had these at track videos. One of them has 1,700 views. The other one has 1,000 views.
Yep. So if I just sat there and looped it, played it on my phone,
yep,
is that a view?
I think so.
So people just need to just keep these looping. Put your shit on mute.
They might be. I tried that though. I tried that. I hacked up last week's episode.
Yeah.
And the Mangler Gaining Religion, if you play that, it actually plays really nice. We'll play it right now.
I do like the new shape of the Jesus chassis too.
See, that runs really good. All right.
Yeah.
But this one here with the most views, this one's pretty good.
The ride height screws go backwards.
Oh yeah, damn.
The ride height screws go backwards.
Oh yeah, damn.
The ride height screws go backwards.
Oh yeah, damn.
That last part is fucking gold. Look goddamn. Look goddamn. We might make a short of that just loops. Yeah. But
I really like the one with you with the unboxing there. I'm.
This
I
one
don't think I've
wasn't
heard.
a short.
One, you cut a hole in the box.
Maybe we
But,
might need
yeah.
to make it a
Step
short.
2,
I understand, but
put your
you
dick in a
laughing
box.
in the. I
So,
don't think I've heard you laugh
I
so
have
hard in
a-
a while.
I
Yeah, like
agree.
this is a very genuine laugh from you
Yes, dude.
that
I
I was quite proud of.
I was really hoping.
And what's really funny is that not only am I wearing a Team EAM shirt
Yeah,
there, but I'm also wearing
that you're wearing what? One at the
I'm
track?
wearing a Team EAM
How many of
shirt.
those do you have?
One.
One. Yep. Mhm. It's big. Yeah.
I washed it.
Okay. We believe you. Don't worry.
Yeah.
And then I did find this video, and you got to check out my locks in this one. I copy EJ's car for like round 4, and I send that thing into the sweeper in the warm-up lap. It pushes to the outside of the wall, goes gong, and then I pop like a scissor joint off the fucking car. Now, the thing about that setup, though, I think I have it somewhere. He had the rear links higher,
Yeah.
inners higher than the front links, and
The rear.
rear inners higher than the front links.
In the rear
Rear
higher than
rear
rear
front and rear, both of them higher.
Yeah.
And it does create like a pushy like sensation. It creates a grip
Yeah.
that's interesting.
So, for example, let me just make sure I got this right.
Yep.
The rears are at 3 mil and the front would be at 2 mil.
Correct.
Okay. It's not one of the rears is higher than
No.
it. Okay.
I've done that too, though.
Yeah.
I've done the rear higher.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's something to try.
Yeah. Maybe this weekend at Heroes.
Maybe. Yeah. I think, you know, we were sharing a bunch of stuff. We're not going to air all the ideas here, but I think it's probably one to put in like the top 5, maybe top 10, because like there's things that take a little amount of time to do, and there's things that take a lot of time to do. And
Right.
so in the things that you can do quickly,
like
like you could knock it out in like an hour. The goal would be to have a list of things you can knock out like in an hour.
Yeah.
And then, but the problem is you got to stop and you got to think which ones of these did anything useful.
Right.
And it's the stopping and thinking thing that I think fucks a lot of us. So you like, it was very frustrating not having timing up when you guys were there. And so remote timing. And so that's why I also think if I can get like all my practices at CTAC streaming, it's gonna be fire.
Yeah, it that does. Yeah, they use what RC Scoring Pro or whatever.
Oh God. Mm-hmm.
I think, and it's because it's free or whatever, or
Wow.
lifetime. I don't know what's free.
Yeah, it's not a subscription.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I definitely would like to be able to go back and they're like, well, we can print them off for you. I'm like,
yeah,
fucking paper.
And you know whatchamacallit, you know, Jackson ran that thing for a long time, and like if you can go access the scoring computer and look at the stuff,
yeah,
it's fine. It has good interface. You can do everything, and they do have an online version of it too, but that thing sucks balls.
Yeah.
I did hear, and like I don't want to steal everyone's thunder, but I think the Seattle RC Racers is going to go onto Live RC, and I think that's going to be great.
Good.
So,
well, good for you guys.
Yeah, I think that'll be very good. So, anyway,
well, I'm looking at flights to come up in July. Shit's expensive right now.
Oof.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know.
I don't think it's going to get any cheaper.
No, they've been going up and down a little bit, but
okay. Yeah, when I went, you know, back, because I've been to Florida back and forth a few times already. Yeah, I think the problem is there's a limited number of directs, and there was like I think twice as many or 3 times as many going out of Orlando. So like from a where are flights leaving perspective, it was Orlando, then Miami,
I
and
might have
then
to look at
that's about it.
Orlando. I might have to look at
Yeah.
Orlando. Yeah, Tampa is just. I mean, I love you, but goddamn, I don't know. Where I live.
He's like, yo, I can't go to my local airport. Nah, sorry, kid. Bye, Felicia. No, I get it, dude. I get it. And
Yeah.
you know, I was at one of those
My
times.
friend and I were both thinking of coming out, so
Oh,
that
that's great.
yeah, then
Yeah,
you
come
know
on down.
they could do something and we could go do something.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
No, dude, seriously.
And then do some Seattle shit on the side.
Yeah. I think it's worth the hour and 10-minute thing over to the east side
So
and to leave from Orlando.
you are correct in that assumption. However, it depends on the time of day. So say for example that you need to be there
I
at
get they have traffic. I understand.
it could be more of a 2.5 hour trip.
I get it. You know, and like the reality is,
Because
people here
if there was no traffic, I could be in there an hour and 10 easy.
people around here complain about traffic. All right. And at times there is traffic, congestion, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
There's no traffic like New York has traffic.
Oh
like
yeah.
LA has
LA has
traffic.
traffic. Yeah.
Like those two fucking places.
Houston has traffic.
Maybe. I don't know. There's no reason
Houston
to go there.
He has good traffic. But yeah.
But like there's some places that have traffic at like 3 a.m. And like to me that's like Queens. Queens has traffic at 3 a.m. All right. It may not be the worst traffic you've ever seen, but there's way more people on the fucking road in Queens at 3 a.m.
Then
than
there
you
should
think
be.
there should be.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You think there should be 4 people on the road, and no, there could be 7 lanes, and all fucking 7 lanes have bitches in it right now.
Like, where are these motherfuckers going?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, but no, I totally get it. But based upon all my Florida flight research, it's Orlando, then Miami, and I don't know if anyone else has anything else to talk about.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, I'll take a look.
But
Yeah, I'll check out Orlando.
Yeah, and then the airlines generically Alaska or Delta, and then everyone else is like much less than those two.
They had some. The cheapest I found was Spirit, but I don't think I want to fly with.
Maybe. Yeah. Good luck.
I'm not.
The hardest seats in the world, bro. Spirit, you might as well sit on a fucking wood bench. It would be better. Yeah.
Picnic table.
It would be better. Like your ass hurts sitting on the fucking Spirit seat. I flew them once.
Never again. No mas. All right.
Got it.
Yeah, I haven't heard many things great about Spirit, so.
Yeah. And I think JetBlue's going to buy Spirit. I think that's what's happening. But, you know, they'd actually have to buy it.
Maybe Allegiant's going to buy them.
So.
Wasn't Allegiant going to buy somebody?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway.
Up today on my airline news. So.
I think that 2-day Sizzler race could be pretty good. We'll see. And but we got to get the whole season going first. And
yeah, we got time.
Yeah. It's just like the front loading of a lot of the racing is very interesting this year.
Yeah, it's kind of been of a weird because it's like a lot in the front and there's a lot on the back.
Yeah.
That middle.
In the middle, it's just like, where the fuck am I going to do anything?
Yeah. What am I going to do for 4 months?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
8 scale, kid.
I ain't got your money.
Okay, dude. Okay.
I need like a 10 grand just to fucking go race 8 scale.
No, you don't. Come on, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, come on, man. Yeah, you do. If you're gonna fucking do it,
I don't think I'm gonna do it then, because that ain't happening, bro.
Yeah. Well, you got dudes giving you cars, and you got tire deals, and
giving me anything, dude. I bought those tires right off the fucking
website.
You
go fucking scab at one other fucking podcast, and now you fucking become an 8-scale racer, and you got all your fucking free tire deals and all your
There's no
bullshit.
hold on. There's only one guy on this podcast who has free tires, and it's not me.
I have
Let's
no
just
idea what you're
fucking-
talking about.
Okay. All right. Anyway, it ain't me. It is not me. All right. It's a whole other topic for a whole other podcast.
Yeah,
all
we're
right.
not getting into that one.
Anyway,
All right.
but yeah,
We've talked
yeah.
for a while.
we should wrap this up. My dog is barking like crazy. He's hungry.
Okay.
Yeah, he usually is fed a long time ago.
What a fucking prima donna dog you got.
Yeah, well, he's small, dude. You know, he's hungry. So anyway,
Well,
yeah, 2
fire up.
hours 40 minutes. I doubt the views will be high on this one. We'll see. We're gonna try to cut it up. Maybe make some shorts.
I mean,
Hopefully
I know some people, they like to just wrench on their stuff and listen to us. So
Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
You know, there's definitely
mean-
people that like that.
serious wrench session. So
Yeah.
anyway, but yeah, thank you for all the 200 subscribers. We really appreciate it. On our goal to 1,000, and
Yeah.
like, subscribe, share. Just
Add a
just
comment. Do whatever.
Ju-
Engage.
Just hit subscribe. I mean, it doesn't cost you anything. It's free.
Go, add a comment. Say these guys are a bunch of idiots. I hate them.
Something.
Whatever.
We don't care.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Good press is good. I mean, fucking
Any press is good press.
exactly.
Well,
You know?
Just don't call us Nazis. That's all.
Why do we go there?
I don't know.
Okay.
That's the only bad press that I know.
Happy Passover. It is. Today's Passover.
It's nice on the backside of what I just said. Thanks. for that. Anyway, on that note, we gotta go.
All right.
How do we rewind the last bit? Oh, and hopefully people liked our new intro, and maybe you'll like our new intro or our exit. So
Oh, we have an exit?
we got an exit, kid.
Oh shit.
It's not that big. The
Oh.
intro is the big one. So anyway, all right.
All
But
right.
hey, all this stuff, you know, it could get better. Everything could get better. We'll see what happens. It's all about making sure you have audio, music that
It's
YouTube
compliant.
doesn't block.
Yeah.
So, you know, like that's the important part. So
Yeah.
anyway,
We got
right, guys.
fucked over that one time.
yeah, it was bad. Anyway, so all right, guys,
All right.
take care.
Later. Have a good week.
Bye.
Woo.
Play outro and end stream. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do.